The Oruga Podcast.
Somehow somebody's always looking the other way. Now look at these guys. They look busy, right?
How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Wonderful.
You know, we
Right.
look unprepared, but we are very prepared.
I mean, you guys look unprepared. I got 2 pens here to signify that I'm prepared.
Where's your pocket protector?
What's a pocket protector?
You don't know what a pocket protector is?
No. What are you talking about?
It's like for nerds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, to like make sure that you don't get pickpocketed?
Make sure that they're like if your pens were
Mhm.
open or like clicked up.
Oh,
To make sure
gotcha.
that they don't get like ink on themselves.
Is that like that little cloth piece that they
Yeah.
put in the pocket?
I mean, there's
Gotcha.
handkerchiefs and then there's pocket protectors.
What was that? A handkerchief?
Yeah. Handkerchief. I always say chief.
Why you say chief? That's pretty
Is it EIF?
I don't know. I heard handkerchief. I've heard handkerchief. I've heard
Handkerchief is so weird.
handkerchief. I think Kanye has a weird song with Rick Ross and Big Sean where he says,
My handkerchief.
yeah,
That's hilarious.
that's right. And it's like, yeah, it's, I don't know. I don't know what the the proper pronunciation of a handkerchief is, but
I've
yeah.
always heard it as handkerchief.
Yeah. I think it is regional though. I think it is regional.
So
You get that honey drip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just need some coffee. I need something to wake my ass up. I've had a long day.
Mr. Preston, what's the health benefit of consuming honey and coffee together? Do you get like a boost to the immune system?
It's just a more natural sugar. It's a less processed sugar. Hopefully.
Well, if it's local, then you're boosting your
Immune system? Yeah, and I'm like getting rid of the pollens. I guess I'm just going to have to crack that door, huh? My cat just keeps ripping underneath the door
shit.
just to fucking get in this room. She's such a gremlin. I'm trying to think. I'm just like, hello, how you guys doing today? You know, any thoughts? Any thoughts? How do you feel about the Zendaya hate on that video?
Oh my god, it was crazy.
Right, the fucking Zendaya dick riders
You know,
on our videos are
It
crazy.
could be deserved
Why?
because we're making enemies.
we
Fair.
really are. There was that one girl that like really fucking digged in. I'm a film student and I know everything about movies and you guys are wrong and I'm right. That was so funny, dude. Oh my
pretty crazy.
god.
Who knows?
I wish I could go and get a film degree and then judge every movie out there, you know?
Yeah, or just judge other people judging movies.
Yeah.
Like, I always find it so funny that they get so butthurt about just us sitting here talking. You know? It's so fucking funny. We're just bullshitting. And then I cut it into a little video and everybody's like,
What do you mean?
what do you mean? What do you mean you're talking
She plays the
shit?
tennis player that gets made out by 2 guys so well. How can
Yeah.
you say that?
She has one of the best love triangles of the year.
It kind of gives me like
Okay.
it gives me the vibes of that one Kendrick Lamar song "Mortal Man," where he's like,
Okay.
"If shit hits the fan, are you still a fan?" And It's
Mm.
like if Zendaya slips up, or like if one of your favorite actors that you defend to the ends of earth slips up, something
Mhm.
happens. Are you still going to be a fan?
Yeah.
And it's like you're fighting
was-
this battle.
That was me last night defending Drake.
Oh shit!
Yeah. When me and Nolan were at the bar, I was talking to another buddy and
About the beef.
about the Kendrick beef. Yeah, and he was like, "Well, Kendrick won, of course." What I find it so funny though is I asked him, I was like, "What songs did you like better?" And he was like, "Well, of course the Drake songs. Of course I love the Drake songs."
That's crazy.
But he was like, "But Kendrick won the beef." It was very interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
That's nuts.
I must say that the beats chosen by Kendrick were not as good as Drake's beats.
Yeah.
I only like Meet the Grams.
His flow sucks. I mean, like, you could say, when people say that Kendrick's so lyrical, I still am like, what are you talking about? He's lyrical. I don't see
His
it. Dude.
bars are like, I don't know if he does it intentionally now or not. Like the way he,
Layers
I
on?
don't know if he writes them.
When people say that it goes over their heads, I'm like, how?
Yeah.
It's so, like, everything is so straightforward.
Yeah, it is straightforward, but like it's like Are they really that good though?
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah.
know.
You don't need to put on a thinking cap to be like, let me try and understand this bar.
Yeah.
Like, everyone kind of understands it the first rip of what you hear.
But there are a few times when I listen to a song like the 5th time and I hear something that like clicks a little more in my head.
That's me and Earth Gang.
Really?
I go back and listen to Earth Gang songs. I'm like, what the fuck is he even talking about?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
they.
Mac Miller songs, like when I used to listen to Mac Miller, I didn't know any of the references. Now it's like I feel like I know all the references, and it's kind of crazy. Like living through life, like understanding the references now, like going through old songs, and I'm like, wow.
Do you like your
son.
predetermined assumption of what they meant better than your when you actually understand what they mean and you finally understand what the lyrics are?
I think it aged well.
Ages well?
It ages well. Most of the time it ages well.
You know who I think Kendrick was talking about though?
What do you mean?
When shit hits the fan, are you still a fan?
Right.
I think he's talking about Kanye. Cause
Oh,
Kanye,
shit.
I don't know how he still has a fan base, but like I'm still there for him.
I am too.
Like, I know he's crazy, but he does
crazy
say, he
thing
does
to
say
say.
some truths.
Even when he was like, I love Hitler, I was like, let's hear him out. Just kidding.
Yo, he's crazy.
That was an exciting time though. When he was like going through that phase, what was that, like 2022?
I like the people that are the squares to the round peg or the round circles. I like those people.
Oh, okay.
The
They
ones
just
that
don't
just
fit.
don't fit.
They just don't
Fair.
fit. Yeah.
And then like the rest of society is like, why is he saying crazy shit like this?
Yeah, and he's definitely like that. He's definitely like he's being so earnestly himself that I trust it. I trust Kanye more being crazy than I do the average politician speaking truth.
Truth, yeah.
Just want to add that fucking
And half the
air
shit,
quotes.
half the shit that Kanye says like makes me laugh like really out loud and shit.
Yeah.
But if you like re-listen to it and re-watch it,
Yeah.
like more than half the time he's not joking. Like he's just straight serious. But
Like, what about the Twix?
like he's straight up serious about everything.
I know. Twix make people fat.
He's pretty nuts.
Yeah,
Wait, was that
starting
Twix?
the Twix. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Twix war.
That's funny, dude. That's funny. He was having a battle between the left or right. He was just like, none of them.
Both of them make you fat.
I think the fact that he's free also has a big role. And
You
I think
say
we
that,
should have
but-
like more free artists.
Yeah, but
Free people.
he was attached to Adidas
That's
and he
true.
was attached to Gap, and they both dropped his ass when he was like, I could say the most anti-Semitic shit out there,
Yeah.
and they still wouldn't
And
drop
Def
me.
Jam.
Def
He
Jam
was-
dropped him?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I don't know when that was. I think he just went and started his own label.
Does he own good music?
Yeah.
Does he own good music? Okay. Okay, so did he sign like Pusha and all them?
Yeah, I remember. I don't know if Kid Cudi was ever signed to him, but I know Pusha
Thought
was.
he was. I don't know. And they had a dispute. Then Kid Cudi didn't release music for a while. Now he's just unloading all the garbage that he had in his files.
Dude, do you know that shit about The Weeknd? The Weeknd was like a ghostwriter for Drake, and he was like, it basically was like the same situation that happened to I Love McConan. You know
Okay.
the guy that made Tuesday?
Maybe.
That song?
I've not heard that.
Club going up.
Oh my god,
You know
that's
that song.
hilarious.
On
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Tuesday. Yeah, okay.
Anyways, well, like before that was a Drake feature. Drake sought out I Love McConan,
Mm-hmm.
but he hit up the producer first, which was Sony Digital,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "I need to hop on as a feature to this song."
Yeah.
And obviously, both of them, I Love McConan and Sony Digital, were like, "Well, yeah, you're Drake. We're gonna have you hop on."
Yeah.
And Drake ends up signing I Love McConan and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about the deal that they made though is that he couldn't have his discography anymore
You couldn't
if
own
he
it.
if he was under Drake.
Yeah.
So he did have 2 deals that he could have signed, and he signed to go with Drake, and then he just ended up never being able to release another song really or
That's
album.
crazy.
Without owning it.
Yeah, without owning it.
That's tough. That's tough.
But that's what happened to The Weeknd, sort of, and then The Weeknd escaped it.
Dude, I could not be a rapper. It's such a scam, dude. It's so crazy. All the labels and shit.
You gotta go
having your property.
Yeah, you got to go
The
platinum
15%
independent.
manager fee, the like 10%. I don't know. There's just so many percent fees.
And then when they take you on tour, they have you rent a private jet just so your money goes dry. So you actually can't save any money when you're like earning money on tour. And so you want to go on tour next
they
year
want to
because
cut down profits. So
Yes.
that they're not taxed as much.
no, so you are money hungry and want to work harder because you're not making much money as if you had a bare bones production like going on tour. And so, yeah, they want to keep you poor so that you can go on tour for 5 years, 10 years.
Or rich poor.
Yes.
In that sort of sense.
Yeah, right. I mean, you're on a private jet,
You're
but
affording the lifestyle, but you're not affording what's like
The
about to come next.
the longevity. You
Yeah,
need the
fair.
fucking longevity. You need your money to stay around.
I feel like that's what happened to literally like every 2010s rapper, artist.
Mhm. Yeah. What was the...
They
Oh
just
my
all blew through their money, their
T-Pain?
label money too quick.
T-Pain did. Wiz did. Wiz Khalifa.
I feel like Wiz made some smart choices though. Like he ended up signing with a couple of liquor companies or like weed companies.
Yeah.
Mm.
Doesn't he have like his own weed and shit?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
able to at least
Mhm.
like branch out and
KK.
make a
Khalifa
business out
Kush.
of it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
You're
off.
good.
I would agree with you. And also, he's got a signed deal with Liquid Death, but his albums suck dick now.
Yeah.
They suck so much.
The-
And I love Wiz.
It's probably all the ganja.
It could be. It could be. It could have rotted his brain, but damn, son.
I just hate
He's
it
just-
when these companies, these like music companies, they just don't know what's best for the artist. So they're like, maybe you should release an album every single year, like
Yeah.
how video game companies do,
Mhm.
and like that's
No.
just shitty.
Yeah, it's like with comics. They keep saying like with comics, like the best route for filming a special is like having a set and like creating a set for I don't know, like 8 months, and then once you have a good 60 minutes or maybe like a good 80 minutes, you like perfect it in about a year and a half, and you do a special every year, like year and a half. And that's how like most of them, like Louis C.K. or like Joe Rogan or
They just do a show or something on like Netflix.
yeah, they'll do a year and a half. They'll give a year and a half instead of a year. Instead of trying to like pressure all the time into a year of like making a new set and then filming like within 1 year. And so
I actually didn't save this clip, but can we YouTube it?
Yeah,
real
sure.
quick?
What's up?
'Cause I just wanted to show you it. It was a teaser,
okay.
and I seen it a couple days ago trend on Twitter. But dude,
Hmm.
one of the best franchises out there, Black Ops.
Okay.
Oh shoot.
They're coming out with 6. They completely skipped over 5 because apparently Cold War was 5.
Okay.
So yeah, they have a 6 reveal right now, and
really?
it's crazy.
Is it this one or this one?
This one. I was like trying to understand it in my head, and I guess it's about to be like a
Do they release a game every year too?
yeah.
Okay. So this is like
Yeah, but it's like
It's paused.
I understand.
okay.
I just wanted to like
Yeah, but the thing about this trailer though, I was trying to understand it, and I don't understand it at all.
Do you think this is I don't feel like this is copyrighted.
I don't want to say it is because there's no noises in it, no songs.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
Perfect.
nice.
Perfect.
Should wake him up.
I don't understand
This is Black Ops?
Yeah, I don't understand this teaser though.
This can't be game graphics.
No, it's not. It's not gameplay.
This is real.
Okay, yeah.
Well, they're about to do some real illegal shit though to go onto the Mount Rushmore though. How
yeah, that's
fucking
the thing.
illegal is
I
that?
thought it was illegal.
It is. I watched the National Treasure.
Come on.
They got aliens under the noses.
This is some baller shit.
The truth lies.
The truth lies.
I think the next game's about to be like some, about some conspiracy shit.
Look at that.
Hey yo, let's go. Recommended. Hey yo.
That's funny.
Nice.
That's funny. Yeah, that really didn't fucking make any like.
It doesn't tell you anything about the game at all, but like my take on it,
And
is
that was
they-
not
They
true,
might, it might be about like some conspiracy.
I agree. I think it's some conspiracy shit for sure.
Like CIA or something crazy.
This is an interesting one because
Yo, why is there another threesome movie called The Truth Lies?
where
This one. We can't escape it.
You cannot escape it.
That's funny. It just keeps wanting to show us
A
that.
love triangle, that's what it's called.
The only reason I'm hyped for this game though is honestly just zombies.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I played Cold War.
Cold War zombies were okay. They weren't great.
I just like the superpowers you got. Like
yeah. They were
the
very
plasma mine.
Yeah, they were very arcade-ish though. It was super arcade.
Yeah.
It was so easy.
That's what I liked about Cold War. It just felt like arcade style zombies.
I felt like when me and Nolan would play zombies, it would take like 2 hours, right?
You take an hour to get to like round 20.
Yeah.
And then another hour to get to like round 25 because there would be that many more zombies in those like next 5 rounds.
And then like once we got into a groove of playing it so often, we're like, okay, I need to get perfect headshots every single time to be able to have enough points for the X amount of things. And then we were finding the fucking little guns that like, dude, there was so much.
Wonder weapons.
Little Easter eggs.
The wonder weapons. I'm so tired already of thinking about it because it was so draining. By the end, you're just like, I want the zombies to kill me. I can't keep reloading. I can't keep just doing.
I don't even think there was Easter eggs to it, honestly.
There
was extraction though. Like you could just you could end the game by like leaving in a helicopter. I thought that was cool.
That's crazy.
That was nice. We could kind of choose.
That kind of reminds me of Left 4 Dead. Like you know how in Left 4 Dead, have you ever played that?
I have not played Left 4 Dead. That's the cowboy. No, that's
that's
old.
Red Dead.
I actually have played Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead's almost like it's kind of like the split screen zombies, but
really old.
Yeah.
Okay, what
you
about
would at the end of the mission, you would go to this thing called a safe house, and basically the door would just shut behind you, and you wouldn't know how the characters just end up surviving that.
Yeah, I do remember this logo.
Dude, I sucked at this game, and it used to freak me out when I played it.
Really?
I know, it was a scary game. They knew how to jump scare.
All the weird ass zombies coming out of
They
nowhere.
had boomers. They had hunters. Hunters had like these long ass tongues. They would like grab you from like 30 feet away.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Are the boomers the ones that exploded? I hated those ones.
The
Those were
boomers would
worst.
throw up on you, and then they were like sumo pound, 500-pound people. So if they got close to you, they would blow up.
That's cool.
Like they would just, I don't know what they did.
That's cool.
I think
That's
they
cool.
like burped or something and then just blew up.
Was this like a horror game?
No,
No,
just a bitch.
it's like arcade-ish,
Okay.
but there was an objective. Like you had to get to the end of the safe house. Every mission.
Every mission?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And yeah, there is no other thing besides survive.
That's fair.
I thought the layout was pretty cool though. I wish there were more games like this.
Yeah, I like the fact that you can play like your homies and shit. And it's like it feels like an arcade game, but you could like play it at home. It's pretty nice
it was split screen.
So
Sure.
my question is like, did you ever play Red Dead 2 Zombies? Did they ever have it?
That's no.
They never
the
had
first Red Dead had it. It's called Undead Nightmare.
But they never had.
They never had a second one.
Why?
I guess people didn't like the first one.
The first one was terrifyingly good. It was terrifyingly good. Like I was never, when I was a kid, I was never good. Like I was never good at playing Xbox. But when I played that game, what was it called?
Undead Nightmare.
That game, I fucking felt horrible at that game. I felt like I sucked because it was so damn hard. Like just like trying to like track all the zombies like to follow you. They were like a swarming thing. Like it didn't feel like an arcade game because they like had intelligent swarming. Like you couldn't, like
the
how
bots were more advanced back then.
Yes, because like in Call of Duty, like
they would just follow you, and you would have like 10 feet of leeway.
You had a
5 feet of
train. You could
leeway.
literally run and then turn around and then just do straight headshots through like 100 zombies, and then you're like, okay.
I just remember doing figure 8s all the time, just going in.
Yeah,
going in a circle, doing it like that.
And the was it Undead Nightmare? You couldn't do figure 8s
Because it was like too open world.
It was just too. The zombies were too intelligent. They're like, bitch, I know what you're doing. Like, I know where you're gonna be.
Minecraft.
Yeah, I see the path you're going on. I'm gonna meet you at the path you're going to.
Yeah, I feel like they were smart in that game. I do remember the mechanics.
I remember
They would meet you where you were about to be walking.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And see, I don't. Yeah, that's why I can't even muster up the idea of like playing video games now. I'm already tired. I want to take a nap.
Fair.
What am I
feel
taking?
that.
I don't know.
One day in the future,
Mm-hmm.
I'll play a game.
Yeah.
For sure. I gotta get paid to do it though.
I know,
Y'all gotta
right?
pay me.
We'll be streaming at the same time.
Going back to the Black Ops 6, it'd be really cool. Like my idea is, the way I think is like there's so much shit that the government is like researching weapons wise. It'd be cool if they like kind of did that, like super futuristic weapons, but like not too far advanced, but like just like a slight improvement in what we got now.
I mean, you know what's crazy? Black Ops 2 was based in 2025.
I see.
And they probably just need Black Ops 6 to be like another future game, because 2025 is literally right around the corner.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's in 6 months.
But I mean, they were right about some things about the game. Like the first like mission and shit is wingsuiting. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we watched the video for that.
Yeah.
And then I think they also had like little like suits that would have you almost airtight stick onto the
like,
walls.
Yeah, magnet hands. And
Yeah,
shit.
and that was also in Mission
that did not
Impossible.
make any sense.
Yeah, that
They
was
did that on the Burj Khalifa for Mission Impossible, right?
right, exactly. And so like
I think Tom
Cruise?
Cruise. I think he didn't wear a harness for that.
no,
That's
that
great.
was the that was the plane. That was the plane he didn't wear a
I don't know
harness.
how he is still alive
I don't know
after being
either.
his own stunt man.
I don't know.
Yeah,
He's cool
crazy,
though. He's crazy cool. But he's like Kanye. He could literally have a cult, and I'd be like, you know what? He's Tom Cruise, man. Mission Impossible.
I
Like,
feel like Top Gun is his cult followers.
really?
Everyone that likes Top Gun is his
Yeah,
cult followers.
but those are also the people that are like, I need my freedom of speech. And I
Yeah,
need,
my freedom to bear
arms. Yeah, literally.
yeah, those are the same people. But then they're like, well, I don't like how Tom Cruise talks bad about guns, though. That's the exact same people. That's funny.
Did you ask if this? I think I remember telling you, but yeah, there were jump scares in this game, and
Mhm.
one of them I remember was the witches. So they would like strategically put like a random zombie that you'd have to get past,
Mm-hmm.
except it'd be this witch. That's what they would call them, and it would just be like this lady who's like crying, laying down, like sitting down in a random spot, but you'd have to pass it. So you could either like do it stealthily and like try your quietest way around it,
Mm-hmm.
or you could literally just start lighting her up, and then she screams and like starts attacking you.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Yeah.
terrifying.
That's cool.
But that was probably the scariest moment of playing this game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, that's exciting. That makes me feel good.
Zombie games are fun though. They're
Yeah.
a different breed.
I think there's so much variety in zombie games too. They can be real mild and they can be real too real. Like I had a dream of a I literally had a dream of like me being in a zombie game like a week or two ago, and it was so goddamn surreal because I wasn't like fighting them. I was just getting away from them. And so like I was like going through like a resort, and I was like stuck in like elevator shafts.
Oh, hell
And
no.
like then I was like going through like AC like air ducts, and then like I just like remember being on the top of a roof, and I was like, I'm screwed. And then I woke up.
Rooftop survival.
Seriously, yeah. You'll die on a rooftop, especially in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
You got nowhere to run.
Skyscrapers are not the place to go.
No.
There's only one way out. It's freaking jump.
But I hope you got the wingsuit on you.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very true. You also hope you're on the top of the what is it, the Burj Khalifa, to be able to like have enough like You need some air. You need some air. You know.
Don't need another skyscraper in front of you.
No, you don't. No, you
But
don't.
the gusts of wind at that high up are like 60 miles per hour and shit.
Easily.
If you
Oh,
just
I bet it's
step
more,
one
dude.
foot out, I bet it just sucks you out like a plane.
Yeah.
Can't do it. That's so terrifying.
Yeah, I bet it is pressurized. Actually, I bet they have like air pressurized windows for sure. I bet they pump air into the top floors.
Damn, yeah, that
Bet.
makes sense.
I bet they would pump air into the top floors. Damn, I was looking at the Marianas Trench and how deep the Marianas Trench is. The Marianas Trench is so deep that the distance from sea level to the bottom is taller than it is from sea level to where an airplane flies.
No way.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Isn't that fucking
Don't planes fly at 30,000
Yeah.
feet?
Yeah. I
So
should
it's almost like a 5 to 6 mile depth
Yeah. Uh-huh.
trench.
Isn't that crazy?
Man.
How many football fields is that?
I'm not American. So.
The most
100
American.
yards, 300 feet.
How
That's like-
deep is it?
That's more than 60 football fields or something.
How deep?
Is the Marianas Trench?
Let's look it up. Look it up.
The pressure down there must be insane.
I know last episode, you're looking at how ugly those fish are.
I think, yeah, this was exactly the reference that I was referring to. That's awesome. So this is the Challenger. Yeah, this is the Marianas Trench right here. And it is taller than a commercial airliner, 35,000 feet. And the Marianas Trench is 36,000 feet. It's taller than Mount Everest.
What is that in miles?
The Burj Khalifa's at 2,700 feet. What
This
are you
is a
talking about?
mile. So
Okay.
5,280.
Yeah.
So
Indeed.
almost 4, or no, more than 4. 5 to 6 of them.
That's
Like 7 point something miles.
Yeah.
it's 6 and some change.
Okay.
It's 6 and some change. Maybe it's 6 miles perfect. Or like not
That's
perfect,
crazy.
but yeah.
That's pretty deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn. The Titanic is really pressurized then. And then that submarine that was trying to get to the Titanic, that imploded.
Yeah.
So like 2 miles down. You remember watching that simulation? of
Yeah,
that?
just
2 miles down, that's what happens.
your particles separate.
Yeah.
Not even you feel pain.
Cellular deconstruction.
Yeah. You all your cells get pulled apart and you just go down to atoms. Fuck,
I do
dude.
remember seeing the little like vortex, so, like, and they like do the flash on both sides.
Yeah, I'm the most fun part about that is not to have fun with somebody's death, but that the sense or like the time that it takes for a sensation of pain is longer than it took for their body to completely rip apart.
Yeah, they did not feel any sensation of pain.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
It was that quick.
Could you imagine you're just like into a fucking just into heaven like that?
Yeah. Not even blinking.
Do you guys
And you're like, where am I?
Yeah, that's fucked. It's like I was just playing the game.
And now I'm back.
booted.
I just lost the game.
Have you guys heard of supercritical fluids? Okay, so
Did
like,
you really think we
Is
were...
that is what's
it's a
needed
possibility?
in a submarine?
Like
No.
when water reaches like a certain pressure, it
Did your
becomes-
girlfriend ask you that in bed?
I can't disclose that information. That's
What is
private.
This? Oh, this just means that they like pilot it.
Yeah, unmanned sub, yeah.
Is that the
Go ahead.
farthest they've ever went?
Like a drone.
A
That's pretty nuts.
sperm whale goes
So they were, like-
9,000 feet.
300 feet off of the deepest?
What are you talking about?
Or is it you think this just is the lowest that it can go?
I think that's the lowest.
Yeah, that's the lowest it can go because this is the true... Because it can't go 300 feet, if that makes sense.
So if it went 300 more feet, do you think it would be able to fit?
I think it would implode. I think it would just deconstruct.
I think it would fail too.
Yeah, I think it would.
Huh.
You just lose it, and it would just.
It's probably really expensive, and they don't want to push it.
Yeah, and it's probably the bolts. Sometimes you just can't have steel strong enough. You have to have diamond encrusted plates and goddamn strength.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Yeah, I always wondered what happens when you take one of those like crawfish or just like one of those fish from the Marianas Trench
Bring him up.
and bring him up. Yeah, what happens? Does he explode? I would hope so, right? I've always wondered this. Like, I would hope they explode.
What does no pressure do to a high pressure organism?
Exactly. Because they live in a high pressure. It's like us going to space, right? Have you always heard that? Like, if we go into space, will it just explode? Because we have 14 pounds of pressure per square inch? And that's gravity.
I think that for them, it would be more like us experiencing zero gravity, and like for a while, it'll fuck us up.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we're on the moon
taller
for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and it like elongates your body. Look, like your muscles don't need to work as hard to keep you upright and
Right.
things like that. So you just your body slowly just starts to fail.
Yeah.
So
Your
I think it's
bone
like the same
density.
thing.
Your
Yeah.
bone density goes down.
Huh.
Yeah.
The supercritical fluid stuff, though, like so, at a certain pressure, water is a liquid, and if you
Mhm.
increase the pressure and temperature, it becomes like a gas.
Yeah.
And then if you go even beyond that, it becomes like supercritical, where it's like a gas and a liquid.
Okay.
So it's like, if you're all the way down there, is your water still water? Is it still liquid, or is it like changing its properties?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I would say,
Like how much pressure? Like that's a lot of pressure. If it's if
How
the
much
sub
is enough
exploded right
for
there,
it to like separate into like hydrogen and oxygen?
Right.
Is what you're saying?
But okay. Isn't the pressure the things that's keeping the chemical bond together? And then also, I'm going to add another layer, is that the only reason that the entire ocean floor isn't frozen is because of pressure, right? Because
Right.
it's below 30 degrees. It's below, 0. And so it's like, wouldn't it freeze? But no, because of the pressure.
right?
Yeah.
Damn,
You know?
that's true. Do you think it because it's so cold, it stops it from becoming a gas?
I think that it's so. I don't know. That's interesting.
I wonder if you could boil water that deep, or if there was like a heat source.
Yeah. Well, what's
Besides,
Pour.
I mean, that's how islands are made.
the
Magma.
no what where they find a lot of the fish and a lot of the organisms down there is through the heat vents, right? And so, I mean, they experience boiling water, and that's the only reason that they have life down there is because there's like
Geothermal craters or
yeah,
whatever.
and it's like spewing out chemicals that they purely can like react off the chemicals. There was like, it's the whole reason like why they think what is that? What is that? What is the moon off of Jupiter that has
Not Titan, is it?
no? It's the other one. It's not Titan. It's Europa.
I wouldn't guess
Europa
that.
has a larger ocean than us, actually. They theorize it has a larger ocean than us. And they also, they think that there potentially could be life in it because of heat in the core of it.
See.
And so they wouldn't experience how we, we are surface level organisms. So we experience, absorbing energy through the sun, if that's not through photosynthesis or us eating plant, just like
Right.
we experience life through having energy from the sun, but they could potentially be receiving energy through the core of the planet, of the moon. And so, yeah,
That'd be a whole different way of looking at things.
So dystopic. That's so crazy.
Being mole people.
Yeah, and you don't even know what a star is. You just see that there's a sheet of ice. There's just a roof
Oh my god.
over you constant, and you never even think that there's something above. You just think that is it.
That's so nuts.
Or and that planet constantly has cracks in the surface of it because it's constantly contracting from the gravity of Jupiter, and so sometimes it's like a little elongated, it's like pulled apart, and so like there will be like cracks in the top level ice. And yeah, could you imagine just like a fucking crack in your reality, and you like, yeah,
Some
Bro, they-
Chicken Little shit.
yeah, yeah.
Yo,
Seriously.
literally.
That's
I bet
funny.
they think of like the way we're thinking of them right now. They're like, man, the Earthlings, man. They don't even know. Like, there could be something in their water living off their core.
Can I tell you my revelation? I had this revelation a couple days ago. Why wouldn't there be aliens here? Why wouldn't there be?
Oh, we're too lame. Too
No,
boring.
no. Think about it. Think about the life cliches, okay, of an overpacked neighborhood, right? And that everybody lives everywhere. And so I would assume that if you were an advanced alien civilization, you would go to every single goddamn star and live there. Because, like, maybe this is their vacation home.
You know what you need to watch? Invincible.
Invincible?
Yeah. It's animated,
Okay.
but the main character, it's literally like the complete ripoff of Superman.
Okay.
So like his home planet gets destroyed,
Mm-hmm.
but the premise is that every person from that planet is assigned like a solar system or a planet.
Yeah.
So everyone with the superpowers from that planet has to go away from their home planet to defend another one.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was a cool like plot thing.
Amen. That.
Yeah.
I think that's real.
You think that there could be like some sort of legion out
Yeah.
there?
And they live in the Mariana Trench.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I 1000%
the
believe
Federation.
that. Yeah, I absolutely believe that there are aliens living here already. And they're just like, we kind of live here. There's those like apes up there, but like we don't really fuck with them. And so
I mean, to be honest,
I think
jellyfish, they could already be and we don't know about it.
What do you mean?
Like, imagine there's some jellyfish out there that just like telepathically communicate. We just don't know about that shit because it's not on our same wavelength or something.
That's fair. I think there could definitely be like, I was just looking at like the light spectrum in general today, and I was like, man, there's so much we can't see.
Yeah.
Like, what
Yeah.
could be going on behind our closed veils?
I know. We have such a small window. We have such a small window of the visible light spectrum. And so like if we saw everything, what do you think we would see?
I don't know. I'm gonna look into that later.
The
today.
fastest wave is red, right? And that's what gets to our eyes first.
Red? I think so, yeah. I think so.
And then the slowest wave is like purple.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, blues.
Huh.
Really, my cat is like so anti being separated. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
that's
get
so-
it.
You're telling
crazy.
me that the Burj Khalifa is only half a mile long?
Yeah, that's so fucking crazy though.
That is.
Yeah.
That's so
It's
fucking
so-
crazy. It's definitely got to pre-pressurized. Go ahead, but
It's so weird how like print track. And I'm like, half a mile isn't that far of a distance, but once it's standing up tall, it's like an insane amount of distance. And tallest
Yeah.
building in the world is half a mile
You would think
Tall.
that after walking half a mile or
running it.
jogging
yeah.
it.
Like I can
That's-
run that in 2 minutes, but climbing that would take hours.
well, you know how thin the crust is, right?
What do you mean by that?
The crust is not.
It's not even a mile thick, is it?
I don't think so. How thick is Earth's crust? Did you see how I said Earth first? That's why I want to be an extraplanetary species.
What are the humans doing today?
Wow. 3 to more than 43 miles.
That's pretty insane. 43 miles.
That's a
That's-
ginormous discrepancy, though.
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
is.
What part of Earth is 43 miles thick?
They did give you an average though, so yeah, it's probably just thicker in some parts.
Ooh, it's thick. Yeah.
I wonder what they were referring to the crust, like the whole thing.
No, just the top layer.
Okay.
Just the top layer. I mean, like, of course, there's the upper mantle. That's like that can be cooled, But I think it's still like you could still have a cooled upper mantle like section, but I feel like it's still like a separation.
Yeah, we haven't gotten past the crust, have we? Ever?
Bedrock is on top of the crust, I think. So, but I'm sure, like in Antarctica, they have like a project where they're drilling into the Earth.
Yeah, I'm trying to look that one up. Actually, the deepest mine.
Ew. Google AI, I've heard, has actually been going downhill.
Yeah, it's pretty trash.
It's been neutered. It's really been neutered. It's actually, well, the thing is, I never asked for it to go away, and I never asked for it to come back. So the fact that it's giving me these AI answers without me asking and enabling it's kind of creepy. Because I enabled Bard. I did not enable Gemini.
Did you see that new thing with Microsoft?
What? Do they have one?
No, it's just scarier. They have a surveillance service that they're marketing as a like memory recall. Like say that you don't remember what you ended up searching 3 days ago. They have this thing where it's like a timeline. You can go back. It's right underneath your like this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can go back the days of your search, and it does not hide like financial information. It doesn't hide your personal information, but it's all completely local.
Oh my god!
But I don't believe that.
I don't believe it's local.
I don't believe it's local.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's called recall, though. You got to look it up.
I'm okay. I actually don't believe anything's local anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no such thing.
There's no such thing.
Unless you're writing it yourself, like the program.
Even that.
I thought you were
Really?
talking about on pen and paper.
I mean, yeah, pen and paper, of course, but like, I think every single search is saved somewhere.
Even if it's a typo with like XXO, comma 30.
Yeah, and they're like, that's fucking important. We're gonna keep that shit. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's the thing, the amount of data that we're gonna fucking create that's nonsense is immense. We're creating so much goddamn nonsense data, and the data is only getting bigger. I mean, like with the podcast, even like if we like upscale the resolution, it literally is exponential the amount of gigs.
Right.
It's insane, actually.
So I see what you're saying, like, you know, everything's not local, meaning that everything's being stored somewhere.
Right.
And like
Your photos on your phone.
Right.
None of that's local.
So when I am
the
looking
cloud.
up stupid shit and it gets stored and it's taking up like a RAM or some sort of data unit, kilobyte, something bytes on someone's server, and that shit just piles up, and there's so many people, you'd need like a big ass server to hold all that information.
Yeah. You need but I don't understand where is
Right.
that stuff, because like
I feel
we
like
have
Where are the
well
data
known.
centers?
yeah. But the thing is that even if I look it up, there is a dark site that
Right.
Microsoft, Apple, Google, fucking Samsung, I'm sure
NSA.
NSA,
Is those-
fucking TSA, they fucking every 3-letter acronym you could ever name has a dark site where they keep all their fucking data and all the data they can collect of other shit too.
I know some companies have had like,
Could you imagine an AI getting a hold of that shit?
well, I know there are some companies out there that actually have and have had their own like they were programs for their AIs, but
Yeah.
they are AIs that manage the whole company's data.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need to pull out numbers from a long ass time ago, just, you know, type it
From
out.
1873.
Literally just type it out. Hey, can you give me the numbers on this unit from this experiment ran in this time? And boom.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty crazy shit.
It's crazy. I was actually thinking, like, was Siri an AI, like, originally? Or was that a
Siri
program?
Was a conversational thing, and it got bought up by Apple.
That's not my point, though.
It was purely like it wasn't a conversational AI.
Yeah, but do you know what I'm saying, though? Like, what is the
What was
stamp?
it like?
What is the stamp of AI? Like, when did it start? What was the first
Yeah,
AI?
you're right about
ChatGPT.
that, because I mean, if you think about it, we've always had like chatbots.
I think it's just the boom. It's kind of like the .com boom. Like, I'm sure there are websites
How everyone
before.
wants to call it AI, but it was
Yeah.
known as like other things before.
The first successful AI program was written in 1951 by Christopher Strachey for the, I don't know, Ferrari mark.
Oh, the Turing. The Turing test. You never watched that movie? It was about how they figured out how to crack the Nazis' messages.
Yeah.
With the computer.
Yeah, but that wasn't 1951.
No.
That was way before. Yeah, that was...
I don't know. That was for the Zimmerman message, though. They deciphered one of them, and it was Germany asking to alliance with Mexico.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
I don't know
Could you imagine
what
if
year
that
that
pulled,
was.
Could you imagine if that was pulled off? Man.
But, yeah, I think the founder of AI officially is like that dude in he was the 1940s or 50s. But he did the war.
I thought that was the first successful computer. I thought that was the first successful program. Like, what's the difference between an AI and a program?
Right.
Because an AI
it was just running itself.
Yeah.
Checking. Yeah.
There's no independence on I guess there's never.
It's literally just like how a normal machine works.
Mm-hmm.
Like an engine.
I feel like it's that machine learning that adds a big aspect to it being called an AI. Where
Being
it's like
able
to make a decision based off of a mistake that it made in the past or a success that it was made in the past. Usually they do it like with a reward system too.
Multiple, like in most computers it's a yes or no.
Right.
That's run through so many yeses or nos that then it determines what it is. But isn't the difference between AI and a program that it has multiple choices between yes or no? Like, it's not just yes or no. It's like, it's almost like a tree.
Yeah.
Of like so many options, and then just goes into more branches and more branches.
That's kind of quantum if you think about it. I think that's more quantum computing.
Quantum though it's like doing the same, like say you put a quantum computer in a maze, doesn't it go all routes simultaneously?
Yeah.
While like a normal computer would just try one route, and then if it didn't work, it would retry and then go a different route.
Yeah, I feel like the quantum one would look more like a tree,
and
then I don't know, this would look like more back and forth and
like
then,
linear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it hits a wall. It's almost like a Roomba.
For sure. Like it's a lot like Roomba, where when it hits a wall, it's given like a negative response, and it has to go back, and then so
would a Roomba be considered AI?
Ooh,
that's a program, I would think. Because I feel like I feel like I could program a Roomba. Truly,
by square foot or something like
just
that.
Like
or
just
dimensions.
turn, go round, turn,
3 right turns at this corner.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, and then you just map out the place. I always thought that was like the first time that the home was invaded, is the Roombas, because that's when they mapped out our floor plans of every single place that it ever could touch. Have you ever heard the idea that the Roombas actually have, the Chinese made ones, that they actually have mics on them? There's no need for a mic.
That's crazy.
They have mics on them though.
What the fuck?
I feel like Chinese people...
These things don't have a need for a mic either. But these things have mics. On every single TV, there's a mic on it. And there's no fucking need for it. But every single TV has a mic.
That's really weird.
I feel like the Chinese be throwing in a lot of random stuff, like applications into their devices. And like they'll have like Wi-Fi on a vacuum cleaner. You don't need Wi-Fi on your vacuum cleaner. And then people can exploit that. Like if the government wanted to exploit that, they could log into your Wi-Fi through your vacuum cleaner. Look up what you're searching.
Yeah.
Webcams.
Use your IP.
Yeah.
Webcams, dude. But I don't even think it's smart TVs. I think it's more than just that. Yeah.
That's a good Google search for anyone watching. Does my TV have a camera in it?
Yeah.
Or a mic?
Where are the Camera. Why are there cameras?
Because even on my computer, on my laptop, I'm scared that my laptop has a fucking computer or has a camera on it.
Yeah.
And I just never like tape it over.
I tape mine over. I can't do it. And not that one.
I keep mine closed whenever, as much as possible.
Oh, yours got the slider?
No, I just like close the whole screen.
I don't fucking use it.
Just don't
Like,
use it at all.
I do not leave my computer like open throughout the day when I'm like walking around and stuff. Do not do that.
That's the thing. They still have a mic on it, and I think
Yeah,
the mic
that's
actually
true.
still can like figure out how close you are to it, and
Right.
they'll still figure out like kind of like 80% of what's going on based off of the sound and the audio. I think. Dude,
I feel like if
you're
someone's
fucked.
doing that and then they try and like say something about it, I could be compensated for it some way, somehow. Like, what are you gonna do? Blackmail me about something I said or something, or
Right.
like I don't know. There's nothing. Like, words mean nothing to me.
But they mean
crazy on that.
so much to a non-free speech country, and so this is why we need to protect the freedom of speech. This is why I love Top Gun.
Yeah. If this was not a freedom of speech country, yeah, I'd be fucked.
Yeah,
It'd
I
be
would,
over.
I would be too. I think I've said. I'll be like, death to America, death to America. but I'm
Yo,
not
now
gonna
we're
do it.
screwed.
We said some things that probably did deserve some reprimands in
Yeah.
other countries.
You saying like, yeah, this is like how I wanted to. Oh my god. What did you do? You're like, yeah, this is how
Oh,
I wanted
no.
to fuck up the Air Force base or some shit like that. It's
Hey,
like,
yo.
dude, can you fuck off?
Yeah, I was joking.
Can you?
I
Yeah.
was so joking.
But that's the thing. Sometimes you say something and you're like,
You
yeah,
know what?
those words just came out. You know,
Words don't mean nothing.
words don't mean nothing. You gotta come get me now. I just
Next is the naval boat. I'm gonna take it over with the
Subs.
drones on it. You know, I know what you guys are hiding. I know you guys have a massive boat out there that just has thousands of drones on it. I'm gonna hack every single drone, and I'll have them make me butter sandwiches.
before the podcast started, before we started recording, you were like, you know, I just want all of our fans to like, you know, like come together and so we can incite violence.
Oh shit!
That'd be a
I
great
did say
worthy
that.
cause, you know? It's a great worthy cause.
Yeah.
To use our powers for good.
Against Zendaya, we're gonna
Oh,
incite
shit.
violence against Zendaya. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
shit. We're gonna really shake it up. Ooh, that joke. Ooh,
Shake it up.
I didn't get that.
You
she
don't
was
get
on
that?
that.
That's
on
her
that show.
first show, man.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
Yeah, I feel like that's why everyone's like riding
That's right.
her so hard. It's because they grew up with her.
That's
Yeah.
did she was the one who
You know who was her co-star on that?
that's what I was just about to Bella Thorne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now she's an OnlyFans model.
Dude, I don't know anybody's name, and the fact that I know her name is problematic.
It's just so gross what happens to child actors, bro.
Mhm.
From Disney especially.
She was like, what she said. She was like, I have dyslexia. I don't know. It's just so goofball.
Yeah, I do remember that little commercial.
She's weird. Bella Thorne is weird. So
Yeah.
weird.
She's the type of girl that probably like cuts her armpit hair off and then like braids it into like some type of like sage sacrifice to be able to like move into her apartment.
Some incense.
Yeah, of course.
That was
And then-
a lot. That was deep.
And then she would, you know, like
It's for a
push-
potion.
for a potion, and then she's gonna build the shrine to be able to make sure that the demons stay away. But like, hey, she's also got the what are the little stones, the little crystals. She's probably got some crystals too.
I could see the crystals.
At
for
certain,
sure.
but the thing is, they're placed at certain parts of the apartment or mansion.
The vibes go off.
Right. So like this one, you have to do north. This one has to face the entrance of the home. This one has to be in the bathroom. This one is just for good sleep. God.
Am I
Dude,
the
I
only?
need someone like that in my life.
Am I the
Why?
only one here? But
Pick-
I get made fun of by Cynthia
Mm-hmm.
because I don't ever know, or I don't really pay attention to which way is like north, south, east, or west.
Oh, really?
For some reason, everywhere she goes, she always knows which way is.
I could tell you right now.
Which
You ready?
way is north?
North. That's north. That's 1,000% north.
That's crazy.
I could just never do that in my head.
This is east. That's west. That's south. Boom.
The way I used to do it is in like a lot of the German cars, like Audis and BMWs. maybe even Americans, but I know in the German ones they have like a
On those.
Are you
on
fucking
the
wealthy?
rear view mirror.
Yeah,
they have
that's
the
true.
north, south, east, west.
Yeah, I was. I think Ford had that for a while in their rear view.
Maybe.
Yeah.
My Toyota has it in the rear view,
Really?
just with the little.
I used to not know what
Who
that shit
fucking
was.
needs it? Who fucking never
Huh?
needs it?
I used to not know what it was, and I was like, why is it always changing when I turn? What is this?
What's on W? What's on W?
Literally.
Does it need a new wheel? Does this signify with the check engine light?
Empty.
Literally, E. What's E? I think I need windshield wiper fluid. I think I need
Is my
washer
car
fluid.
sad? Why does it keep saying S?
Yeah,
Sports mode.
literally.
That's funny. That's really funny. Oh my god. Okay. Since we're on this like idea of Bella Thorne, can we please go on to our followers video? I found this chick.
Shout out to our subscribers and our fans. You never know when we could be watching one of your clips, you know?
And guys, I really appreciate this chick following us. It's very kind of her, and I find her to need a hug, and also like a 1950s nuclear family parents to kind of sit her down and to be like, hey, just quit with the mystic shit. Quit with the mystic shit. Oh my god.
I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Oh my god.
For the planet to be able to fully ascend into higher vibrational consciousness, the inner earth realm and the surface world realm has to be as one. Meaning the inner earth realm needs to be more closely related to common knowledge by the masses of people. Once enough people learn about the inner earth realm called Agartha,
I feel like I need to be a professor
the
to understand
faster we'll
anything.
be able to get to Agartha.
I like the tilt. I think she's trying to take the cars
Once
out
you
of the
learn about Agartha and you can fully understand it, it's your job to teach this information to other people.
Why is she so monotone?
Because the inner earth people are very psychic and telepathic. And once they know that enough of us know about the inner earth world, the Agartha book says they're going to come
There's a
up
book?
here
I just realized she's
and
wearing
they're going to
high
invite
vis.
us to live with them.
Do you think she works in construction?
The book says we were never meant to
She was
live on the
pushing carts.
surface
She was definitely
of
pushing
the
carts.
planet. We're supposed to be living inside the planet.
This
Think
is
of
your
an
theory,
eggshell
Preston.
I know.
or an orange. The outside of the egg.
I can't go any further.
Dude, this is some crazy shit. This is
She
like
going deep in a fucking TJ Maxx parking lot.
I know.
Or
I know.
something.
I know. I try to figure out where this is, but I couldn't figure
Why
it out.
is it that I'm not saying that she's crazy in general, but most of these videos, people go in their cars and
Yeah.
sit in them and
Right.
then go and tell the craziest fucking story that they expect us to like believe.
You know, the best salesmen I've ever seen were you remember that guy?
Yeah.
That guy was a hate commenter.
Why do people just think that their cars are like?
It's
I'm
a
not-
safe spot.
I know it's a safe place,
Yeah.
but not for releasing knowledge bombs like whatever the fuck she's trying to do.
Yeah, I think it is safe because it's not as personal as going to your home because this car's it could be anywhere. This car could be anywhere, but her home's not anywhere. Home's home, and she doesn't want anybody to like go home.
I'm
and,
just
like,
confused why
go to her
people
home.
choose these kind of settings to try and convince other people about their beliefs.
I think they're worked up from the energy of being outside, like being in public.
Yeah.
Like being worked up from being in public.
And
That
she's like, all
she's
of these
so-
people are sheep.
yeah.
They need
Ooh, I
to
could see
be understanding the inner world workings.
They don't understand Agartha like I do.
Yeah, I can see it.
is mother. Mother is true.
She probably did just have a traumatic experience and went to her car, and she was like, "You guys don't understand me."
Dude,
bad.
can I pull up another video of hers? Oh my god.
But honestly, I
She
swear to
doesn't
God,
seem
we're
that
talking-
crazy though,
yeah,
right?
we were literally
No, she
talking about the
doesn't seem
same
crazy.
shit. But
Yeah.
we just weren't monotone about it for real. We were literally talking about the same shit.
We just weren't stupid about it.
Hey, yo.
Come on. You really not gonna... You really...
To be fair, at least she is monotone and not like a rambling fucking like biblical
She looks so normal.
end of biblical times, you know?
She looks so normal. I feel like I could like run into her, and what can I tell you? She was really normal in her oldest videos. She's really normal in this.
See.
She was talking about crazy shit 9 years ago.
Yeah,
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, let's do it.
I know this sounds crazy, but the planes that hit the Twin Towers, they
Already.
were not even planes.
Okay, I kind of believe her on that one.
There weren't even planes.
I know, it's crazy.
They were bombs?
They were holograms
Okay, never mind.
working at Arby's.
Did she say she
Long
works at
time ago.
Arby's?
And
Oh my
I was
god.
working at Arby's
Oh my god.
a long time ago.
And my manager
What's in
told
the
me
meat? What
some
is in
inside
the meat?
One
knowledge.
guy was telling me,
Yo, who did this to her?
This manager, he's got some inside knowledge.
This is the motherfucker who tried to convince you that he got struck by lightning on the bridge. This is
How
you
I
are
am?
her. You are her.
damn
This
it.
one guy from Marble told me that he
walked
passed
the
out
bridge.
and he woke up and he's like, "Whoa, electricity came from the sky and touched the bridge, which touched me." Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I was with her for like the first 15 seconds,
That's
and then
it.
she was like holograms, and I was like, where are the rest of the holograms at?
What did this guy say? I want to know.
Let me go. Oh, wait. Okay. I want to stay. Okay.
She got her Cash App and 13 other links.
Don't make fun of her like that. I'm gonna show you my 9/11 video then, because I was like trying to like keep it from you guys last week. But
Oh shit.
it's a Lego 9/11 attack. You guys ready?
Oh, damn.
YouTube's gonna pull us off.
I doubt it.
Lego's supposed to be rated E for everyone, Preston.
This is E for everybody.
No, it's
So the planes are taking off. It's a normal flight. We're in the air. It's not hijacked yet.
no cap though. You got to be so fucked up to make this.
Dude, you have to be a brilliant child. Come on.
I do know some children that make Lego movies.
That's actually kind of fun.
Yeah,
Good for
it's
them.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's terrible.
Go back 5 seconds.
Did it fall? Did it have free fall?
As you can see, the buildings were hollow.
Hey, yo.
And as you can see, the planes were holograms.
Why did they do this?
What? Oh,
Yo.
that is a weird one.
That's
too.
crazy.
Yeah, I can't show you guys that one. Yeah, that's a lot.
If
isn't
that's
it?
a real robot, then China has beat us in terms of. Yeah, that is real.
Yeah. That's
That's so terrifying. That's not. There's no way.
That is real.
God.
It's the
yeah,
eyes.
Yeah, and look at the fakeness.
Yeah, you're right.
It's the eyes and lips for me. I'm always able to tell. The
It's-
lips, you can tell that they're not, that it's an AI because they don't use their lips.
It's what gets me is who dressed that thing.
To be like space.
No. I'm just saying the
Oh,
person's
just whenever?
job. The person's job
Oh,
to
they did change
dress.
outfits.
These are some outfits, and somebody
Are they
dresses
the same
this thing.
robot?
No.
They're different?
Wait, would you rather it be naked?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that somebody fucking has a job to dress this goddamn robot.
To be fair, though,
Homie,
yeah, we
you
shouldn't-
actually don't make me uncomfortable from saying
God
that.
damn it.
It's a fucking robot.
Yeah, that's probably just
Okay,
circuits.
this is not a human being. Okay, being naked is not even a concept for it.
Do you think it'd be even scarier if it was naked?
I would be more comfortable? It makes me uncomfortable
I see.
that there's flesh on it.
I don't think that
Why
there
are we
should
pretending?
be- there should not be clothes on it. I think that the form should be built with like the fact that it doesn't need clothes.
Yeah, like
Why are we humanizing
more
it?
mechanical. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally rather see 3PO. That is natural to me.
Yeah.
Because
The fact
that is its
he's,
form.
He's
Yeah.
naked, but you still see like he's not. He's just machine.
Naked would, in the sense of a robot, would be like seeing its wires,
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
And so like,
The fact I said that was crazy in the first place.
Yeah.
Not, like attributing
Yeah.
it to having
That's
more
true.
human
that's
characteristics.
true.
That's nuts.
Maybe
Yeah.
it is weird to attribute gender or even
Why are we?
any kind of roles to
yeah,
robots.
why does it have boobs?
Yeah, we need to fight for robot equal rights.
Yeah.
Robot rights.
Yeah.
We need to
I
dehumanize
feel like there
robots.
Yeah, I
there
think
are
so.
more women robots being built, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah. Well, that's because men built them.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna fight for dehumanizing robots. They do not need to be human, and you heard it first from me.
Yo,
They should not be humanoid.
I
Why
think
they-
there needs to be one. The Chad, the Omega Chad robot, fully like realistic. Have you
Uh-huh.
guys seen like the
Why?
original Chad body,
Yeah.
That model?
The meme.
like all
Yeah.
gray, buff guy?
Yeah. I had to actually really dig through a lot of those memes.
The black and white one.
Yep.
Yeah. It
That
was
would
actually
be
based off a
fire.
Russian model. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Have you
based off a
seen-
Russian model.
Like the weird poses that he can do that they made him do.
No, let's do it. Let's look it up.
Omega Chad calisthenics, I guess.
I'm just gonna do Omega Chad. No, I'm gonna do Chad.
Chad black and white.
Meme
Model.
model.
Oh,
yeah.
it's this one.
Yeah.
Giga Chad.
Giga Chad. That's
that
what it was.
what it
Yeah, Giga Chad meme. Yeah, that's yeah. This is what I originally was like. Yeah, I thought it was based off this dude.
They need to make this guy a fucking robot.
No,
That'd be fucking lit.
no, I won't exist. This thing will just kill off the human race.
You should look up the calisthenics. It's super fucking weird. People try and like recreate it.
How you spell that?
Cali.
Calisthenics. This? Is this what you're referring to?
Yeah, the L one, like, yeah, basically. It's the L one.
What?
I don't know how to explain this.
That is weird.
That one.
This one.
Yes.
What?
That shit's crazy.
That's pretty fucking crazy. Dude, you work nobody's core is like that. That is
Yeah.
fucking Zeus himself. That is Poseidon himself.
And you can see like the top two churches are people trying to like recreate it. Like people
Yeah.
are training
That just
for
looks
this
so
now.
unsafe.
I feel like I would fucking destroy my wrists before I could ever even
Yeah.
like I would have to do 1,000 push-ups. Dude, that's so funny actually. Can I
People
tell you
are
This is us
trying.
right now.
Can I tell you something? I was talking to a coworker today, and I was like, "Yeah, I kind of want to work out with our manager." And he was like, "Dude, you know how many push-ups he does a day?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "He does 200 push-ups."
That's
And I
hilarious.
was like, "That's not that much." And he was like, "I want to see you do 200 push-ups." And I was like, "Okay, okay."
That's
You'll see
hilarious.
me do 200 push-ups. Like that's not. Anyways,
That's hilarious.
Fast forward to like. You guys are just such fucking low T soy boys. You guys couldn't even do a push up.
You know what? They got me there.
Yeah.
I'm incapable.
Hey, I'm good at pull-ups though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know about anymore because throwing them darts, man.
The dart
Yeah.
throwing does hurt. I mean, we threw so many fucking darts last night. If we actually tallied up how many times we threw darts, it'd probably
was
be in the hundreds.
10 rounds and then at least 6 games.
10 times 6, 60? And
Yeah.
plus 3? Or not, times 3, right? 60 times 3?
Yeah, over
120? Yeah.
180.
It's fucking
almost.
crazy, dude. I'm
Man,
tired.
if high school was longer than what it was, I started off running, and then I would have gravitated towards swimming, and then baseball.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been fire to be able to like throw a 90 mile per hour ball and then use that in like a game like darts. That'd be fire.
I think if I relived high school, I would probably just be like on the bowling team.
What?
Yeah. I'd literally be on the bowling team.
What?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to be like doing all the sports?
I mean, sports like physically toned my body because it forced me to do it every day. But bowling,
You know what I would do?
it's so fun.
If I had a time
you like ball.
machine,
Hmm?
if I had a time machine, I would eradicate pickleball.
Oh yeah.
It's a worthy cause.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What about the 4-player game where you like hit the ball?
Isn't that pickleball?
No, pickleball is a short form of tennis.
Are you talking about?
Handball?
You're not talking about
that was
racquetball.
pickleball.
Are you talking about racquetball?
No. Okay, pick it. Ball.
Pickleball?
I don't know, man.
That's the same pickle.
Is it pickle? It's just pickle?
It's just pickle.
Like pickle rack.
Where did you get picked?
It's pickleball?
Yeah.
It's
Listen.
pickle. Interesting. Okay.
I've never
What did you
seen
think
anyone
it
play
was?
this.
I thought it was picket. I thought it was pickleball.
Pickleball?
Yeah, I thought it was pickleball. Pickleball.
I really still don't understand the rules.
It's just this, yeah. It's just this. You just don't have to move your feet. And
Oh,
so
that's
old
so
people
stupid.
do. Old people do it all the time. Yeah, it's just
It is pretty stupid. Like, you're not doing any...
it was literally invented by a fucking retirement home people.
I see.
And so, yeah. But the thing is, that's not what I'm talking about. That bullshit game where you have to like hit the ball against the little
Hacky
trampoline.
sack?
No.
It's kinda like
I know
hacky
what
sack,
I thought
but-
that was pickleball, but it's not.
Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. And they do it off a trampoline.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna
Ball and trampoline game.
I
We
want to
act-
say...
ball small high school trampoline.
Oh.
P
Po.
I.
Huh?
Trampo. P-O. Lean. What is that called?
Spike ball, I
I
guess.
see.
Yeah, because you
That sounds-
Spike ball?
spike it in volleyball.
Yeah, I guess that's
That's
spike
kind
ball.
of dumb. Yeah, that's the game you always see people on your college campus playing with their shirts off.
and they're like diving for it.
the most athletic I can get. Spike ball.
It is a child's game.
I love how there's a guy with a mask on for the fucking promo photo. That's phenomenal.
Also, do you really have to be this close?
Why do you have to have a mask on outside? God, okay, I don't mean to. Yeah. These, oh my God. Yeah, those two games. If we could go back in time and just absolutely waterboard the two inventors.
Yeah, the founders.
Yeah, this is insane. If this goes
This is like the
Major League.
cheapest sport ever made. You just need a small... This isn't even a trampoline you can jump on, bro.
What's your sport that you would like to waterboard the inventor of?
I don't know. I really don't
You should
know.
You don't
say pool. I'm just kidding.
I should say that since
You might.
I
That's
suck at it.
fucking fighting words, actually. I think actually, since we played darts last night, I actually don't hate darts anymore.
I know.
It's okay.
I can understand the reason why people have an addiction to playing
It's
darts.
easy. It's
Yeah.
easy. It's not crazy. It's not that. I mean, like, I understand there's a little bit of skill.
I'm glad that the rules are easy to follow.
And I'm so glad the thing that we were playing counted everything. Dude, if we had
Had to keep it writing down or on our phones.
Yeah.
That'd
Because
be so dumb.
do you remember when our buddy was like, I love darts and I can do the math for it? I was like, you do the math for it? But then when we went to his bar, I was like, no, you don't do the math for it.
That's
Get the
hilarious.
fuck out of here. You talk about like you're a mathematician and it's really the...
No, that other guy though, he was like doing it on the spot.
God. He was in my ear every single fucking throw, and he's like, if you get a double 14 or a triple whatever.
Yeah, bro was doing the calculations for us before we could even throw it.
I didn't even
On
get
top
up.
of his own calculations.
Damn.
I was like grabbing the darts and he'd be like, you need to do this, and this, and to be able to knock it
Like
out.
imagine the score is like 48 or something, and before I even pick the darts up, the person's like, you need a double 20 and a double 4, maybe just one single 8.
Yeah, and then you'll be able to win. Like, he was fucking into it.
That's
God, he
crazy.
was so into it. God
MLG
bless him.
dart
It's
man.
crazy the combinations though of the doubling the numbers and the single numbers and
Mhm.
tripling.
I still
how
understand.
it can all equal.
Is the first ring a double? We gotta look it up, actually.
Yeah, the outer rims triple.
Outer rim's triple.
Okay, I've been thinking about it. Axe throwing.
Yeah.
I think that should be eradicated.
No.
I think so.
No. Axe throwing is like kind
That's
of
pretty
manly.
primitive though if you think about it. How would we have hunted animals?
Yeah. Think about this. I would be spear throwing.
I kind of agree with Kahaya though. The revival of axe throwing. We don't need it. We don't need
Yeah.
it anymore.
I don't think we ever did throw axes.
We never did actually. Yeah,
And that sort of style. Like
axes
Yeah.
were never meant to be thrown. Yeah, you're right. They were never meant to be thrown. They were only meant to be held to slit throats, not to be thrown. Yeah.
or chopping wood.
Yeah.
Or nah. I feel like that was no. I feel like it was definitely a weapon before it was a tool.
Really?
No, Cap. I think I
You
would
want to
have.
look it
I
up?
have no
I would
clue.
have a war axe over a blunt object in like the medieval days any day.
You ready? Was axes a tool or weapon first?
This is barred though.
Yeah.
So I could see it. Yeah, if it's Stone Age, using it as a weapon, I could see that.
I think it was either used as a tool or a weapon first, and then they figured out the second one. I don't know.
I feel like they didn't have sharp enough axes to chop wood,
Yeah, for sure.
and then they were using that as almost a blunt force object,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I agree.
That's
or
like-
just a rock attached to a stick.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
not chopping no trees.
That's not. But that's fucking smashing some skulls.
like a
in.
club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's like the first like bat with knives or nails in it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's just like some little extra.
Plus one pierce.
Aren't the primates currently going through their own, like, not evolution, but like their own era? Yeah, Stone Age. They're starting to pick up rocks to crack like nuts open and shit.
It's crazy. I heard that. I think it's what is it? Ravens or crows are also going through their Stone Age as well.
Yeah, because they understand water displacement.
Yeah, that shit was
That's
crazy.
fucking
Oh, putting rocks
crazy.
in that bottle so that they
Yeah.
could slurp the water.
And
I've seen that video.
There's like so many cases of that, of water displacement, like birds that just like understand. Like we didn't understand water displacement until we wanted to measure gold.
That's crazy.
Like, yeah, there was like, I forget that one. I don't know. It was like one fucking philosopher who was like asked to measure how much gold is on a particular king's crown, and he was like, well, with all these dimensions and all these curves, I can't truly accurately understand how much there is. But then he figured out like water's displacement, and it like did a perfect measurement for him.
That's crazy.
So yeah.
That's
how it
some
happened.
chemistry shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You know, since that was,
We have to watch some
Jump
of this.
scare right there.
do you want to watch more of her?
I just want to watch a little snippet of like 10 more seconds of insanity.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I can
This is
go.
why I need an insane person in my life.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, I don't know, it's
That's
cringe.
That's
It's
not
like-
sus content at all. Her
Mhm.
like second or third most popular.
oh no,
Oh, that's tough.
that's scary, dude.
Yeah. Could you imagine like this being, chemtrails? Oh, I bet this is pretty good. Nikola Tesla and Agarthia. Which
Dude.
one do you want?
I think I'm going to try that Nikola Tesla one.
Chemtrails? Come on. I bet she's.
I don't even really know what chemtrails are. Just like the stuff that comes
we
out
should
planes.
do Tesla.
All right,
Chemtrails
all right.
are kind of.
Are you saying it's because the Barbies are in her
Overrated.
background?
Dude, that one is crazy right there. Yo,
Look at the
where did she
boobs.
get that? That's not
that
that's not Barbie. That's how do you
and
even
Are
name
these
that?
Teletubbies? What are these?
Those are
You know what I'm talking?
plush. No, what the fuck are they called?
It was like the big hype about these things. and
I
they
know
were-
what you're talking
the limited,
about.
the limited stock, and they have so much money in there. Anyways, all right, you ready for
Beanie
insane?
Babies.
Beanie Babies, yeah. Okay,
I see.
guys,
They were
ready?
the original Squishmallow.
Scared.
They were the original. They were the original crypto.
Dude, I could hey yo. I could totally have Ashley like give her a script and make her just say crazy shit,
Yeah.
and it would be this.
You know what's funny is I know a girl who looks exactly very similar to this, and also she kind of like she subscribes to a lot of these beliefs.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh!
Rest in peace.
I know.
Dude,
Page
start talking.
100 in the Agartha book, it says that
Oh, so
there
there's
was
a
an
book.
inventor in the late 19th century named Nikola Tesla. And
It wasn't late.
Why is her phone like this close to
during
her
that
face?
time, there used to be a lot of entrances to Agartha.
I'm so uncomfortable watching this.
And on page 100, it says that Nikola Tesla was able to harness unlimited amounts of energy to power all types of machines
Yeah.
and with unlimited energy without the need for any pollutants to power the machines.
Not true.
And the book says that when he
I like
put
how
his
this- here,
inventions
pause it
in the
real quick.
public domain,
I like how the only legitimate theories coming out of this woman's mouth are either my Arby's manager said or this book said, and it's just nothing of her own findings, you know? On page 100, you can find, like, bro,
Of course, it's on page 100.
She
like-
said that? She said
Yeah.
page 100?
Yep.
of the Agartha book.
I kind of... And now we're gone. Well, that's why Nikola Tesla bothers me. That's why I think the chemtrails is going to be a little more fun. Can we go to the chemtrails one?
Yeah,
this one
sure.
already. This one's
This fizzled.
This one's fizzled out for me.
So creepy.
Dude,
The
God
face scares the
damn.
crap out of me.
It is pretty scary how, like,
she
Her eyes are just.
seems like she found a child on the sidewalk, abducted it, and put it into a kennel. And in her basement, underneath her stairs,
Underneath the Beanie
and then
Babies.
she surrounded the kennel by Beanie Babies, and then fed and has only one book that just slides one page over every 5 minutes. In the Agartha book, could you imagine, dude?
I need her to
She
be
might
an
be the
audio-
first serial killer. Could you imagine? She might be the first woman serial killer.
I need
And
her
she
to do an
follows us.
audio.
Thank you.
I needed her to do an
Thank you.
audio.
Thank you for
roast the fuck out of her, and then you're like, "Thank you,
Thank you for following us.
yo."
You're so nice. Okay, chemtrails. This is her third most viewed video.
Oh, we're gonna have so many haters.
It's just so ominous every time. The start of them.
Why is she?
This is like some Travis Scott stuff right here.
What's?
This like the YouTube intro.
According-
Is this a joke? Is she joking? Does she know she's joking?
She's like, I'm waiting for the beat to go
in
off.
Agartha, they don't get their skies sprayed with chemtrails like we do here.
Bruh.
No, I cannot.
What do you think she? Do you think she did some aerosols?
She did
That's
something.
because this planet got hijacked by something demonic a long time ago.
Ugh.
They don't get anything bad sprayed in their skies in Agartha.
This is the new marketing wave.
It's
The more I teach about Agartha, the faster it gets us to there.
I love the song in the background. It's so fitting.
If we get copyrighted for this goddamn song, I'm gonna be so mad.
I like how I didn't find anything out.
God, it's so cringe. Like, turn it off.
All right,
Turn it off.
we gotta do one more.
No,
dude.
no, no,
We
no.
gotta
I'm
do
done.
one more.
No, I'm done. I'm cooked.
Do you don't want to get your mind blown, or
Hey,
we?
wait, go back up.
No way.
Let's do this one. She might have hopped on the spaceship 2 weeks ago and fucking ditched us.
Is this the recent one?
What is going on? Yeah, this is.
According to
I
the
don't know. Let's look it up.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks
That's
ago.
crazy.
This is the latest videos.
Agartha book, in every major city, there is supposed to be a spaceship that is going to invite people to be taken to Agartha.
Wait,
And to get on this-
pause.
She is 10 years strong on Agartha.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being 10 years strong?
She must have had some like laced something.
I think she must have
Something
gotten
got laced.
lobotomy.
Look at her eyes. Look at those pupils.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. What does it
Also,
mean?
the other thing that she said is that spaceships, but she's talking about inner Earth. So how would a spaceship take you to inner Earth?
Exactly. It's so insane.
Oh, stop it, guys. You know there's a portal at the North and South Pole that all you have to do is just travel through, and then you enter
You
into
gotta
the
hold your
inner
magnet
Earth.
wand
Into
in front of-
Argartha, you mean?
The inner Earth.
Oh, shit.
And then there's the city of Garth.
Drugs that
fucking
make
stupid.
you.
Drugs that
But
make
cool
your
if I
corn.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, okay. That gives me enough time to find corneas.
It's a
small.
pupil. It's
Small.
Oh, pupil?
Yeah, I guess.
Not your cornea?
No.
What's your cornea?
I think cornea is the...
Outer?
Yeah.
Okay, pupil then. Pupil small. Okay, so what drugs make your pupil small? Are you guys ready? Opioids? She could be. Okay. Okay. So, guys, we are going to figure out what drugs make your cornea small. So, heroin, morphine,
What drug is she on?
oxycodone,
Fenty?
fentanyl,
Methadone?
methadone, which is meth, right? And then
I think it's different.
methadone.
Yeah, I think
Nah,
it's different.
methamphetamine is what meth is. Okay, methadone, codeine, and then hydrocodone.
Hydrocodone?
Yeah,
Hydrocodone?
hydrocodone. Yeah, it could be that. Because her
So-
pupils are really small. Yeah. What?
So she's on like a, what we would call a downer?
Yes, she is on a downer. Correct. Yeah.
So, wait, let's see. The red eyes is just inhalants. Okay, I would have thought she was on an inhalant.
Oh, like a Febreze.
Nitrous,
Yeah.
that type of
Just
stuff.
like some fucking bath salts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of thought bath salts at first, but
Because those are the ones that make you like hallucinate and go crazy.
I guess she does talk like she is on like a
she was really slow the way she's talking.
like a yeah. Huh?
So she's not on upper.
Well, but I guess she does talk like she's on opium.
Opium.
Yeah, I guess it does. Yeah, like
I
some.
thought people when they're on opium,
an
they're just
opioid.
dead people.
Wait, she might be like
She's not like brain dead though.
What if she's just like taking the smallest amount of heroin that she could without being affected?
I want to say she could be taking morphine or oxycontin.
Have you seen her teeth? Though her teeth are like decayed. I don't know. It could just be
Yeah.
cigarettes,
I
but if
did
it
notice
was a drug, it'd be something smoked, right? Something or taken orally.
We need to invite her on.
Spaceship, your soul.
Her teeth
Has
kind of
to
look good
vibrate
though.
at-
I gotta
Yeah,
tell you,
they do.
wait,
The top
They're
ones
white.
do.
They're just white. They're not
And they're
discolored or
white.
anything.
That's good. Never
she
mind.
has
Maybe
good
I'm
teeth
crazy.
actually. I think she has really good teeth for whatever's fucking going on in Agartha. I think she just should be named Agartha.
Yeah. To be fair though, I really do wonder what like messed her psyche up.
Maybe she's on Xans. Maybe she's just like, oh yeah. What if she's on clinical depression? And she has like clinical depression, and then they just threw as many pills at her as possible. She could be living in like a fucking wild state like Florida that just doesn't like double check if you should have opioids or not, and then just keep subscribe.
I don't know.
Prescribe.
What if
actually.
there is?
Prescribe, not subscribe. Subscribe. You know,
What if she's perfectly fine and
this is her.
Agartha is real, and we're tripping,
Then we're the crazy ones.
and yeah,
We're the ones
crazy
on drugs.
We're the ones on drugs.
Yeah. Stop it. You're the fucking most sober person in the tri-state. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm not gonna say she's a complete lost cause, because like there's still some things that are there.
She's passionate.
Yeah.
She is. It's
She's
10
mo-
years in.
It's fucking 10 years in, and she's still fucking going.
After believing her Arby's manager.
Yeah. Could you imagine how fucking influential that's
That's
Arby's
how
manager?
all of this started.
My
My
Arby's manager.
had some inside information about 9/11.
and then told me that Agartha is the all-powerful psychic beings who are from inner Earth, and we just need to get on the right vibrations.
And if we teach and teach and teach, it'll come quicker.
And we just all need to accept it as the masses. I feel like I could do it. If
She
me
could
and
be
her
trolling.
You ready?
At a loving, kind type of vibration. And if you don't want to get on the spaceship, it's fine, because they're supposed to give us new technology and give us upgrades.
Oh, sweet. We don't even have to hop on the
so we
spaceship.
can live closer to how the inner Earth people are living. And according to the Agartha book, once there is the spaceships in every major city all
It's the
over the
wandering
planet,
eyes.
the whole entire planet and
What's she
universe
staring
is
at?
supposed to
She's not staring.
celebrate us
I got turned down a little.
getting back to Agartha.
What's
That would be
the
so
whole
awesome to
cool
get
thing
to
about
live.
Agartha, man?
I gotta look up the Agartha book. I think we
Is
should
there-
all have a book of it.
Yeah. Is
We
there
all
anything
have to have
that's
the Agartha
like
book.
That's so terrifying, dude.
Agartha.
it probably was
Huh? Ah, gotcha.
Did I encourage her to?
this is almost like flat world theory.
Oh my God, there is a book.
Yeah, well, I was saying, like, the North and South Pole are the entrances to the inner Earth.
Oh,
You didn't
yeah?
fucking know that? Come on, stupid.
Dude, we're the crazy ones. We're the crazy ones.
Man.
Oh, hey, Kentucky Mammoth Cave. You know there's a little entrance.
What the fuck?
Hey, guys, do you just want to, like, take a like, an hour and a half trip and just enter into Agartha?
This sounds like Narnia.
Do you know what I've heard?
You
I've
know.
heard that like people will drill wells
Yeah.
and they'll find like undiscovered caves. So
It's misspelled.
imagine finding a cave that, leads to inner Earth that just hasn't been tapped in yet. You know what I mean?
You just
I
gotta
mean,
tap in, bro.
It is kind of interesting because the Mammoth,
Are you
the
kidding,
Kentucky
guys?
Mammoth Cave is the longest cave system, right?
It's the biggest cave
Biggest
system.
cave system.
Yeah. It's the largest cave system.
That's
in
just
the
weird
world.
how it's illustrated on this fucking thing.
I know. I know.
And they got the pyramids.
The Pyramid of Giza. Yeah. Mount.
Do they have the
and-
Mariana Trench on here? that could also be another access point.
I don't understand why they don't have the. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
They got Mount Everest and shit.
Do they really? On this one?
What are these mountains? On this one.
So what is the disproof of this theory?
That there's magma, and every single time we drill into the ground, it just like explodes a fiery, rocky.
Hell.
Yeah, of course, dude.
This
Like,
just cannot make any sense
I
because
just feel like we're not drilling the
how
right
can
spots.
these ends be seeping out?
okay, all right. When was it made? 2012.
Hey,
Is there a wiki? No.
That
just
doesn't
so
seem
we
right.
can, just so he can.
Is there a PDF? Is there a free PDF online?
No, I think I'm gonna buy you guys the book.
Hey,
Hey, just so we can shit on this. What genre of book is this person?
I would say science fiction.
It's not fantasy.
Hey, yo. Who's this lady? Has she been there? What?
Made contact with. Oh, okay.
Oh, I was going to say Mariana.
He
Mariana
was
Trench?
saved by Agarthians from a shipwreck off the coast of Canada in the mid 20th century and is now alive and well in Agartha. Oh, is he?
This 5-dimensional. Does he even understand what that means? Does this man even know what a tesseract is?
In this 5-dimensional paradise.
Or-
Man,
I remember.
there's just so many things going on.
Do you remember the who is that? Something. Oh my God! I just had his name. The guy who was the old like science guy before Bill Nye. He had like all those. You know what I'm talking about? God, I'm trying to figure out what his name. He was the first one who explained the
dimensions.
Yeah,
Is this
Carl
like-
Sagan.
Carl Sagan. Yeah,
I
he
don't
was.
even know that guy.
Carl Sagan has a brilliant bit.
Carl Sagan is way better than Bill Nye though,
Oh yeah, dude, of course.
and he can't explain shit so well.
Yeah, fifth dimension. Yeah.
He went on to the fifth dimension from the fourth.
Well, okay. I don't know how. Ooh.
He uses shadows in
Yeah.
this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are the shadow of the.
Yeah,
The
he has
fourth
such a
dimension.
brilliant explanation of it.
Because like if you're looking at something as if it's a 2D object, it's almost like an ant.
Yeah.
How
Are you guys?
it stares at something in front of it.
Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
Playing this video?
Yeah,
but
sure.
unbounded.
His
Whatever
voice
are they
is so
talking
killer
about?
though.
love his voice.
Let's imagine
Smoked
that
weed
we
every day,
are
apparently.
perfectly flat. I mean, absolutely flat, and that we live, appropriately enough, in a flatland, a
The wetlands,
land
but flat.
designed and named by Edwin Abbott, a Shakespearean scholar who lived in Victorian England. Everybody in flatland is, of course, exceptionally flat. We have squares, circles, triangles.
Hey yo,
We
they
all
got me squares.
scurry about. And we can go into our houses and do our flat business. Now, we have width and length, but no height at all. Now, these little cutouts have some little height, but let's ignore that. Let's imagine that these are absolutely flat. That being the case, we know, us flatlanders, about left-right, and we know about forward-back, but we have never heard of up-down. Let us imagine that into flatland, hovering above it, comes a strange three-dimensional creature which, oddly enough, looks like an apple. And the three-dimensional creature sees an attractive, congenial-looking square, watches it enter its house, and decides in a gesture of interdimensional amity to say hello. Hello, says the three-dimensional creature. How are you? I am a visitor from the third dimension. Well, the poor square looks around,
Only
his
sees
closed house,
him in the second
sees
dimension.
no one there, and what's more, has witnessed a greeting coming from his insides, a voice from within. He surely is getting a little worried about his sanity. The three-dimensional creature is unhappy about being considered a psychological aberration, and so he descends to actually enter flatland. Now, a three-dimensional creature exists in flatland only partially. Only a plane, a cross-section through him can be seen. So when the three-dimensional creature first reaches flatland, it's only the points of contact which can be seen, and we'll represent that by stamping the apple in this ink pad and placing that image in flatland. And as the apple were to descend through, slither by flatland, we would progressively see higher and higher slices, which we can represent by
He cuts his finger.
the apple. So the square, as time goes on, sees a set of objects mysteriously appear from nowhere and inside a closed room and change their shape dramatically. His only conclusion could be that he's gone bonkers. Well, the apple might be a little annoyed at this conclusion, and so, not such a friendly gesture from dimension to dimension, makes a contact with the square from below and sends our flat creature fluttering and spinning above flatland. At first, the square has no idea what's happening. He's terribly confused. This is utterly outside his experience. But after a while, he comes to realize that he is seeing inside closed rooms in flatland. He is looking inside his fellow flat creatures. He is seeing flatland from a perspective no one has ever seen it before to his knowledge. Getting into another dimension provides as an incidental benefit a kind of X-ray vision. Now our flat creature slowly descends to the surface, and his friends rush up to see him. From their point of view, he has mysteriously appeared from nowhere. He hasn't walked from somewhere else. He's come from some other place. They say, for heaven's sake, what's happened to you? And the poor square has to say, well,
The
I
way
was
he
in
illustrates the story
some
is
other
phenomenal. Not
mystic
gonna lie.
dimension
For real.
called up. And they will pat him on his side and comfort him, or else they'll ask, well, show us, where is that third dimension? Point to it. And the poor square will be unable to comply. But maybe more interesting is the other direction in dimensionality. What about the fourth dimension? Now, to approach that, let's consider a cube. We can imagine a cube in the following way. You take a line segment and move it at right angles to itself in equal length. That makes a square. Move that square in equal length at right angles to itself, and you have a cube. Now, this cube, we understand, casts a shadow. And that shadow we recognize. It's, ordinarily drawn in third grade classrooms as two squares with their vertices connected. Now, if we look at the shadow of a three-dimensional object in two dimensions, we see that, in this case, not all the lines appear equal. Not all the angles are right angles. The three-dimensional object has not been perfectly represented in its projection in two dimensions, but that's part of the cost of losing a dimension in the projection. Now, let's take this three-dimensional cube and project it, carry it through a fourth physical dimension. Not that way, not that way, not that way, but at right angles to those three directions. I can't show you what direction that is, but imagine that there is a fourth physical dimension. In that case, we would generate a four-dimensional hypercube, which is also called a tesseract. I cannot show you a tesseract because I and you are trapped in three dimensions. But
Just
what I
wait till
can show
Optimus
you
Prime
is
comes
the
down from
shadow
space to come get
in
it.
three
Or
dimensions
Loki.
Yeah.
of a four-dimensional
it's
hypercube,
Loki, isn't it?
or tesseract. This is it. And you can see it's two nested cubes, all the vertices connected by lines. And now the real tesseract in four dimensions would have all the lines of equal length and all the angles right angles. That's not what we see here, but that's the penalty of projection. So you see, while we cannot imagine the world of four dimensions, we can certainly think about it perfectly well.
So what he has there was the projection of a fourth dimensional cube.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty crazy.
I think I just blew my mind trying to imagine what a tesseract was. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
you can't really imagine it. Like, I understand his thought of, like, okay, you can have a cube and then trying to draw a cube on paper, how you have the loss of a dimension and how you can kind of represent it, but you can't really. But at least when I draw a cube on paper, I still can understand what a cube is. But, like, when you make a tesseract and you do that, like you do the fourth dimension, like you have a cube inside of a cube that has all the points connected. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
What the fuck is that, dude?
I've seen some
What the fuck is that?
data simulations of things like that.
Yeah.
And like they'll move it around in the graph in a three-dimensional way, and it's just even more trippy because all the angles are just like, it's kind of like that apple that he was explaining, to where like you'll just see bits and pieces of it coming at a time. So
Can
it's
I ask you for a second? So how do I have a tesseract? You know what's really funny is I'm about to look up a video of a tesseract, and then it's going to show a 4D shape that's represented in 3D modeling that's on a 2D fucking screen.
Yeah.
Could you fucking imagine the brain fuck that's going to go through our mind? Okay, tesseract 3D model. 3D model. Oh, no. Moodle. Come on. What do you think? You think this is enough? Yeah, I would assume so, right?
Yep.
So, the other day, I was doing my daily
Absolutely not. Fuck
Just
off.
wait. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
This shit is not.
That makes a little more sense to me, actually. But it's not enough.
It's just so weird. It's like,
Is it just proving that there's a connection with everything? That there's down to the anatomical level, there's a connection point to everything? Is that what it's proving?
That there is more points to a dimension
that my particles
that
are
not visible.
attached to fucking galaxies far beyond me. Have you ever heard that theory?
I have
you guys
not heard that, but I get what you're saying now.
Because I
Yeah.
felt like they proved that every single particle is connected to every other particle in some like spiderweb way. And so when you start to like harp on the strings, that everything's fucking connected.
I was watching something yesterday, and it was like, gravity is not real. It's just the relationship in between different particles being pulled by each other.
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
just like nuts. Shit's nuts like that.
Yeah, well, we just fucking exist on this planet.
Right.
But like if we dude, I don't even want to go into that. That's too deep. That's too deep. But like
it kind of makes you think, like, once you start programming, like, what I'm saying, like gravity and shit like that, and you're like, well, gravity's not really gravity. And then you start like getting more deeper and deeper into all these different properties and shit. And then eventually, you know, you're going to have a perfect simulation. So once you have the perfect simulation, how will you be able to distinguish the perfect simulation from the real reality?
Well, that just proves the theory that we just hopped into a fucking video game. You want to test it out? I have like, I'm just about to make the horrible joke in the world. Go get this I'll figure it out. I'm just kidding. I'm never gonna
Exiting lobby.
Yo.
I gotta back out real quick. I forgot I left something on at home.
That'd be so crazy.
Oh my
but
god!
it would be fun
That's
as
so
fuck
funny.
to be that engineer that's like, you made your damn near perfect simulation, and then you start like making things exist in there. Like, I don't know if you've heard of like Digimon.
No, pause. I'm a lower RIQs. Have you ever watched Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Okay, so the episode where the stepper, you know what I'm talking about?
What happens?
Oh,
What
where they go
happens?
back in time, but
No. They
step-
go into his vehicle's engine.
I'm thinking of solar.
Oh, and there's like
opposites.
a world inside of the battery.
Inside the battery, yeah.
Yeah.
And so they're like, why aren't the minions powering the battery anymore? And well, they're like, well, we just figured out that we could have our own simulation that powers our own world. And you're like,
Right.
oh, that's cool. Okay, and then you go into that one, and then you go into that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you get too deep, man. You get too deep.
Damn.
I thought
We're
you
just
were-
we're just a fucking spaceship battery right now.
Damn. That's hilarious. Yeah, shit's
Not
crazy.
to demean your entire life back to.
Fuck, I'm just making butter. Fuck.
Yeah, I wonder if this video actually gets to a point though. Whoa,
Yo,
this is
going on?
crazy.
Jesus. How do they
Maths.
even model this?
That's like
bro?
a matrix, and they're just using like cosines and ones and zeros and shit.
Yeah.
They just, they have
The
X, Y, Z.
projections, dude. Wow. Now that is what you call confusion.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, son.
Yeah, so that's what you were saying, like the shadow of a cube. So
No, isn't this the shadow
This is the shadow of a cube.
in the fourth dimension?
it does look like it, but I think it might be 2D.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it looks
This is
like if you
yeah.
take a cube and you go up.
This is just rotating or putting the light, raising it and lowering it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then this
okay.
is like the fourth dimension, but it's not like the perfect fourth dimension because there's only like,
Location of light.
it should be like a 4x4, not a 3x4. That makes sense.
Okay.
What the?
God.
It's just as like
damn,
self-replicating.
son.
It looks like it's self-replicating.
And recreating itself, right?
And that's just like the shadow.
Are we watching The Big Bang right now?
Yo.
My question is, if it still is a cube, is it just this? I don't know.
Yeah, and that's where I go to the thought that it's all of the atoms. All of the atoms that exist being connected to each other, and then this is just constantly revolving the connections. I don't know. That's my thought.
Dude, I tried watching some snippets of that Terrence Howard on Joe Rogan, and it was just too mind-blowing. Like, I couldn't keep up with that shit.
No, it's too much, man. Sometimes it's too much.
Where even Joe gets himself into a rabbit hole and he doesn't even understand, like, half of it.
Yeah, he'll just be like,
I'm trying to keep up with you, man, but I mean,
That's
Just
hilarious.
keep going.
That's
I
hilarious.
can try and piece it together.
Let me pour some more coffee, and maybe my ape brain will understand.
What do
Have you been
sound
reading the
like?
literature?
Yo. I feel like this shit, the way I like interpret it is like a light shining on the fourth dimensional thing,
Okay.
and then you're like adjusting the light, and that's what you see. Either, yeah, that's what I think.
So, but it's constantly pulsating, though, right?
Because something's moving.
But it's not moving, though.
I mean,
It's
if you-
technically stationary in our thought, but stationary is movement, though. God,
I feel
I'm
like
too
we're just
stupid.
watching it move in the. We're watching it. Our perspective on it in this video is in the third dimension. Right?
I so disagree.
This
I
is
feel
like
like
the
this is
third
the
dimension.
fucking portal. This is the fucking wormhole. This is the goddamn thing that's stationary but moving. Do you not?
Right.
Can
We
you
can make
can you
that
make
object.
eye contact?
We can make that object that we see on that screen right now. It's 3D,
Yeah, it's just a box.
but
It's just a fucking square.
we cannot make an All right, this is what I should say.
Would you agree with me that this is just a fucking square that's turned into the fourth dimension, right? Because a cube, right?
Yeah.
Because you can have a square, and then you can have a cube,
Right.
and then you can have a tesseract,
Right.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then
Is the
And
one
then is
dimension
the fifth-
just a line?
But is the fifth? Is that just more lines on top of these ones?
yeah.
Like, is that what it just keeps coming down to?
What would be the word for not a tesseract? But what's one level above a tesseract?
I have no clue, but I do know
Dude, we might
that-
just fucking unlock the goddamn God particle.
Where would the vertices even be? Like
What's
another
the
projection?
Fifth amendment dimension cube. What's the what is a fifth dimensional cube? Hypercube. Okay.
32 vertices.
Damn, look at that fucking
Yeah.
shadow type shit.
All right. Are you guys ready? Hypercube 3D model.
So when you pause the video, so like you have to understand that that tesseract, the thing that we saw morphing, was because there's
I feel like the FBI is gonna come
This
in
is
and be like,
this is probably the most mind-bending one.
they're simulating that. So they're simulating the movement of a tesseract, and that's why we're seeing shit move in and out.
disagree. I so disagree with you.
They're moving it.
I
They're
think
just moving
this
it
is
around.
more.
We need to talk to a fucking scientist.
I feel like this video will
I-
make Carl Sagan's point a little more clear because it's starting off 2D.
All right, starting off with a cube.
I'm already lost.
I'm lost too.
I don't think it's doing anything, actually. I don't think this is actually... Oh, guys, you remember him saying that it's entering a plane?
Yeah, like the apple when he was cutting it in half. That's what we're witnessing.
Yes,
Okay.
that
So
this
if we
is
were to ever see a higher dimensional thing, it would almost be a portal.
It would just like move.
It would just start
weirdly.
appearing out of nowhere.
yeah, almost like there are walls and like there are just like invisible walls on it.
It would be an imperfect, but yet perfect at the same time.
Oh, that's weird.
It would really just phase in and out, wouldn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angels, if you're hearing me, just show yourself to me. I already prepped myself by watching
Hey,
this
yo.
video.
it? We already know what it would look like.
I won't go mentally insane and okay. Oh, I'm so interested in this. All right.
It would take so many of these videos for us to understand 4D.
Can I tell you? I thought I understood it through the power of ignorance. But the more information I'm given is the more
Confusing.
ignorant I realize
I feel
am.
Yeah.
Because
I
I
just
thought
get more confused the
I-
more videos I watch.
exactly. I thought I knew because I was truly ignorant. But me realizing my ignorance makes me realize I'm even more ignorant than I realized. God damn, dude.
This shit, what gets even crazy, this shit is like squares are the stepping stone to like mathematics. So imagine going from, our regular 3D mathematics
Mm-hmm.
to 4D then to 5D. That should be so confusing.
I don't even understand quantum computing, and it's still some 4D math, or it's still
Type
some 3D
shit,
math.
yeah.
You know, it's not even 4D math
I was
yet.
able to wrap quantum computing in my head. Just imagine like a computer. It tries one maze at a time, but the quantum, it does all routes simultaneously. So imagine a computer is just a single mouse, and it's like, oh, I hit a wall, I gotta go back. But quantum computing is like, oh, I hit a wall, but I'm already spread out across this entire maze.
Yeah, almost like this is like the regular computing that we have now is just one mouse clicking once, but the quantum is like every single corner of the screen being clicked simultaneously.
Yes.
And then all the results are like resulted.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, I was thinking that it would be really good for medicine or like reaction chemistry where you're trying to like
I feel like quantum computing could be really good for chemistry. Like figuring out what type of, how many atoms are in that element and then pairing it.
I feel like there were some simulations that took years to simulate on those supercomputers, but now it takes like 4 minutes
or
on
like,
the new computers.
I think nuclear reactions would be like nice because then like you could. I keep saying simulate. Simulate. That is the right one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like so.
Because you
like,
live in a simulation. Go ahead.
Yes. So like they'll collide and like they might miss in some of your calculations. So you like run it all these different times. Which ones did they collide? Which ones did they not?
Right.
These particles, and then you'd be like, oh well, this little bitty number that correlates to the viscosity influenced it this much compared to this other result. Stupid shit like that.
Yeah,
perfect.
You lost me already. Oh, have you seen the simulation videos of like how a Mars-sized planetoid crashed into Earth early on to make the moon? Those types of simulations. Have you not seen that? Come on.
Yeah,
I've heard of
seen
that
it
theory.
where the chunk falls off of Earth and it's still hot and molten, and it solidifies and becomes more circular.
Moon,
Cools off.
Earth.
No, you should just look up how the moon was formed.
That was this.
I feel like
collision.
if quantum computing.
This is the video because this is true. What was your word before about perfect liquids? It was like a perfect
supercritical fluids.
Supercritical fluid.
Right.
This is fluid mathematics too.
I see.
Because like
I feel like this was done on a NASA supercomputer too.
This fucking thing it should be bigger than that supercomputer should be bigger than any what's the word I'm trying to think? Amazon warehouse.
Damn.
It should be as big as that. It should be as deep as that to be able to figure out some fucking real problems.
Yeah.
Just a thought, man. But I feel like this is where like fluid dynamics actually like comes into play. He's like, look at that, dude. That looks just like that's so fluid.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how we've maintained a core. And then gravity is sucking all that back into Earth.
Yeah. And this is how they think the fucking moon was created. And then it's going to go back into another. It's going to hit again. That's the crazy part, dude.
And this shit was probably over years sped up. I wonder how slow or faster computers are calculating this.
I know.
It just, yeah, you're right. It does look so liquid.
It looks so much like liquid. But I think that's the power of scale. The power of scale is ginormous, dude. Because you really can like... Yeah, I don't know. And
that really looks like it fucked Earth up. Like,
fucked Earth up. But that part's going to go back. And that's the part that's going to stay on... That's going to be the moon, like this little bit right here.
That's so weird.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's the part that doesn't get sucked in by gravity.
Yeah,
fully.
just that little bit. You're like, that's enough. And this is supposed to be like 13, 14 billion years ago.
That's so gnarly.
I know. But even this looks not that great. I feel like they're going to have an upgraded version of this video.
Shit. This is the one event I want to see from God view.
From God view?
Yeah. I don't care about the super collision nova, or what is it, the Big Bang?
No.
I care about this shit. This shit is way cooler.
I think seeing Jupiter form would be fucking fascinating. Or the
Saturn's rings.
Saturn's ring, the ice
Ooh.
moon that
Yeah.
fucking shattered. It apparently took like 3 hours for the whole rings to form.
That long?
That's short.
That's short.
That's short.
That's
3
nuts.
hours to form a. Well, that's the thing. Why don't we have something like that?
We do. We have space junk.
Yeah, but it doesn't It doesn't
We
do
got-
the same shit.
We got so many satellites now that it's basically like
Earth's
all-encompassing ring.
Yeah, I wonder how long did it take for Saturn's rings to form? So I'm not totally bullshitting you.
Go down one.
Come on, bro.
It says
Or was it
Saturn.
its moon they were talking about?
You're looking up Saturn's. You know, look up Saturn's rings.
Oh, Saturn
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
rings. Dude, I watched a video that was like, it
100
took
mi-
hours. I really, they didn't lie to me. How many years until Saturn loses its rings?
Are you sure it wasn't one of its like moons or something?
I'm positive. How?
You ever see that thing about the?
I think what it's saying is how long did it take until it got its rings, not how quickly did the rings form. I don't know.
I see.
How?
Because if it's the same age as the planet,
quickly
I see what you're saying.
did Saturn's rings form, dude?
with the planet, or
Oh,
no.
should I add that? I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to like find it. I'm gonna have to find something about that because I literally watched this video that was like from fucking like Supernova. You remember? You know that Nova like educational. They're with
PBS?
PBS, yeah. I was watching one of their videos, and they're like, it formed in 3 hours, and I was like, I feel like I can trust these people. PBS, that seems kind of natural. That seems kind
I
of.
feel you.
I feel like I could trust them, but I don't know. I
want to be like PBS, but research all the crazy ass stories
Yeah.
instead of like.
Agartha.
Dude, once like
Could you imagine the nightmare of Agartha being in one ear, then the other? Dude, that video was so fucking creepy.
I hated
that.
that.
Was
It was.
so.
The monotone, the speed of talking.
The eyes. I
dude,
love
and then she'd smile. The smile is so creepy, dude. So creepy.
Agartha. Yeah. Oh, actually, since we're gonna talk about creepiness, another follower that we have, God bless him. He's actually a cool guy.
Cool.
And-
If I check the. Is it still recording?
Yep.
But
Still recording? Yeah, it's still recording.
Let's
Okay,
go.
okay. So this guy's a really fucking cool guy, and he does his own poltergeist work, and so he does the Lord's work. And, and so he works at a. Oh, I'm turning it on. He works at a hotel, and I believe this guy. I mean, he seems like he's just like kind of walking through the little like kitchen or like the food area of his hotel that he works at.
some places just do not have the right vibes.
No. And so he's just in this beginning, he's just kind of showing that there's nobody around, but then eventually he's going to set the camera down, And so like you see these chairs over here, and dude, when I watched this, I was by myself, and I was just like, I wonder if these are real. And then like I was kind of skipping through them, and I was like, damn, okay, he seems legit. He seems like a cool guy.
What's
Do you see
moving?
that chair? That one right there.
Yo.
Wait, dude, just wait. And he clearly just walked out of the room, And
no,
like
you got some ninja strings on there or something like
Ninja strings.
at the floss timer on. Yo,
It doesn't move. And
it went back though.
it went back.
What if there's
Dude.
someone hiding right there?
The hair goes on the back of my neck, like stands up from these videos.
Yeah.
And that's my cat.
Yo.
Fucking made me shit myself.
If I see that chair get up, then I'd be like, fuck.
Could you imagine being him though? Just being like, was somebody in here? You know what I mean? Like,
I need to see another angle because there could definitely be someone.
the next video has a better angle, but he's gonna like pick up the camera and kind of like show you that there's nobody over there. But I believe this guy, dude. I believe him. I believe that he's scared shitless too, because he actually breathes really heavy when he picks up the camera.
Let's see how he picks up this camera.
I think he's gonna walk away again.
He was like, I knew my suspicions were right.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna. I think he put those back to walk away to see if they move again, and they do. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, dude. I could never imagine having a job like this, where like you always.
Bruh.
Man, you should have like had that whole table. I guess you couldn't choose.
That's crazy, dude. That's so fucking crazy. Like this stuff scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
The fact that like you could just be alone and you're like fucking
And shit is just moving around.
just fucking throwing it on the ground
from the ether.
yeah.
I'm so skeptical.
Of this being real.
Yeah. Like if any of those chairs come back up, I'm believing. I'm a believer.
That's fair. That's fair. The door of the next video is what really fucking convinces me, because it feels like it defies all laws of gravity.
These are the fourth dimensional creatures trying to say hello.
Yeah.
With gust of wind.
I guess.
Do you believe in ghosts? Well, they're real. They're just in a different dimension.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm too fucking. If I saw the full light spectrum 24/7, I feel like would. I'd be okay. And he's just gonna. Yeah, he's gonna like.
Oh, he puts it down. Man, I just don't know.
I mean, there's no wires, no strings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No hard cuts.
No hard.
There were no hard cuts.
Yeah.
And you didn't hear any scuffles.
Ready?
Yeah.
This is the second one that fucking convinced the fuck out of me. Okay, so like.
I'm glad he set it up this way now.
Yeah.
Instead of on this table.
Right. And yeah, so I think he's just doing the same thing. He's just like walking through, like walking in and out, just like kind of doing his normal business.
If I was this guy, I would be like, I need a second closer with me.
Yeah,
for sure.
Instead of just
Absolutely.
me closing the
I would
restaurant by myself.
Piss my pants.
Noises again. Oh, it's already recorded.
It's already recording, I think he says. But God bless this guy. He's our follower. Thank you.
And there wouldn't be any real reason to do this at your workplace, to
No.
set up a camera and like make yourself look crazy like
Mhm.
this, unless you really did believe that there was some shit going on.
Yeah, look at the door. The door is the creepiest part, dude. Because it's like... Because it's going to close pretty soon. And that's... Oh, dude. Like, the tingles on the back of my neck when I watch this fucking thing. It's so, like... Because he really doesn't gain anything from doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a couple times where like it closes extremely aggressively, almost like, but then it stopped. Yeah, dude.
Ooh.
That's that's the fucking one that I'm talking about.
Yo, did it
You want
like
me to go
not
back?
slam?
No, we would have heard it.
That
I
one's
mean,
too creepy.
Yo, that's
Isn't-
terrifying.
That is not human movement. at
No,
all.
this is not human movement. This
the
little
soul
It's
just
just
left my
too-
body.
Too quick.
Yo. And then it just stops
Yeah.
before it slams.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. Like, I'm thinking like this dude has like a string tied to the door and he's like, but no, you can't do that.
You can't do that to a fucking dude. In a perfect experiment, we couldn't do that. But I think it's gonna close like that one more
Like,
time.
really loud. Or
It's
no?
never slams. That's the creepy part, dude. It never fucking slams. And he's gonna pick up the camera and take us to that fucking closet.
he better not point it down at the ground. I swear to God.
I don't think so. I don't think he does. I
if
think
he
he learns.
picks it up, walks straight back there, no
Yeah.
one comes out, and it's a closed-in area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm shitting my pants.
Yeah. Well, he's going to. He's going to come back in a couple seconds. He's going to look at the door, and then he's going to look at the yeah.
No thanks. I would stay strapped at all times, bro.
Well, you shooting at fucking
I'd
air?
fucking
Literally
have holy
fourth
water.
dimension.
Holy water with me.
Take that, Tesseract. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so he's coming back. I don't think he realizes the door's open yet until until he comes back, I guess. But I want to watch the full video, not skip any of it, just to kind of give the full vibes. I mean, so he's a worker, he's putting the cereal out.
Oh, he's just working and he just set up
Yes.
his camera?
Yes.
So he's not even like a Ghostbuster for real?
No, this is his fucking job, dude.
That's what I was saying. Why would he do this at his workplace?
Right.
Oh my God, that's terrible. I feel so bad for this guy.
I know. Are you ready? Are we ready?
Oh my God.
Suffer long.
Oh, hell nah.
Bruh.
Oh yeah, nah. Yeah,
This is
nah.
the dark cupboard.
It can't be like an air register that keeps pushing it open, right?
No.
No.
Because
Nothing
it
like.
slams back.
Yeah, it would slam.
Right.
Yeah, nah.
Stick it
Nope.
back up
Find a
there.
new job, brother.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Hopefully he has found a new job by then. How old are these clips? Because the phone looks like a potato or camera.
I'll look it up in a second. I think these are like a decade old. I think these are a decade old.
Golly.
I know.
Pretty convincing shit.
I know.
though.
Dude, it's fucking terrible. When I watched this when I was by myself, I was like, these might not be real clips. And then I was like, damn, son. Like, he closes it. He, pulled it. You see that? He, pulled the door to make sure it wouldn't open.
Yeah.
God.
And he walks away. Are you guys ready? The fucking door's gonna open. Shh. You're not a ghost.
Just cat.
Yeah, dude. The poor soul. He sounds British. I don't know if he is. Probably, or a little Scottish or Irish or.
Yeah, no. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, this door should be open.
Ugh.
I know, dude. It's so creepy. Ghost Adventures couldn't fucking capture this shit.
For real.
Like,
Ghost Adventures captures grown men screaming and running away from their freaking
you
monitors.
see how fucking.
That's the worst part.
Yeah.
I know, dude. I know. I'm a.
Could you imagine if it goes berserk and it just goes all the chairs at once and opens all the doors and everything?
The speed at which it fucking it just opens so aggressively.
If it did 2 actions at once as well in 2 separate areas,
Yeah.
that would flip me out
Yeah.
so bad as well.
If it
If
did,
that chair right there just
Mhm.
flipped over as the door was closing.
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
And you
If all the chairs fell on the ground at once, I would fucking
I'm leaving.
leave the goddamn
I'm going
state.
to the church
I'm
and
going.
going to the confessions.
Yeah, he knows that the door's open again. Dude. No.
This is why everyone needs to be one with the people of Agartha. Things like this won't happen to you.
The people of Agartha are trying to communicate with us by
Through
moving.
an open portal.
And you just need to walk through the portal, and you'll be able to enter with the people of Agartha. Fucking nail her goddamn accent. God damn it. Yeah, I wonder how long this goes for. Yeah, it's almost done.
I can't explain it.
the things that happened to me at work.
Yeah, I thought when I watched that, I was like, you know what? That seems worth it. Like, that was, I don't know, pretty fascinating to me.
That's so nutty.
Yeah. All right, you know what? Do you guys want a palate cleanser? Kind of need one, right?
Sure.
How long are we at?
This is Key and Peele. We're at 2:17. We're probably at 2:15 or something like that. You guys want to end it like at 2:30? 15 more minutes.
I'm pumped up.
I just want to show you 2 more clips. I want to show you this clip a lot because this is also another guy who follows us, and it's fucking nuts. He lives out of a storage unit.
That's crazy.
Storage
Our
locker.
followers are diverse.
They are very diverse.
They are people of Agartha. They are the fucking
The haunted.
poltergeist, and then they are living in a fucking storage unit. Okay. So
America. Gotta love it.
I mean, it's hard being Will Smith's son. I just want to make sure my next project reflects that I'm a down-to-earth, normal kid.
I've got a script right here.
Okay, so you play Tony.
He's a kid from the streets, lives in the hood in a house with his mom.
Stop. House.
It's like a tiny mansion. They live in this house and she works at a supermarket.
Stop. You said his mom was doing something at the supermarket?
Working. Working is kind of like acting on a set every day in a film that no one's ever gonna see, and it lasts for the rest
Of your life.
Oh, like a maid.
Wait, Tony doesn't make the basketball team, right?
So he decides to start playing pickup games of street ball outside.
He plays basketball in his plane,
No, on the ground.
in his limo.
Outside is that stuff that goes by when you're inside the limo. Blah, 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 blah. Fast forward, at the heart of the story, Tony has to
Choose between his mom.
Choose.
choose is when you have to make a decision between 2 things you want, but you can have only one.
What'd I say about science fiction, Clyde? It's a no.
That's crazy.
They got him down too good.
What's outside? It's that stuff that goes by in your limo.
That's crazy.
That's so funny. And also the description of yeah.
Tiny mansion.
What's working? Well, it's kind of like being on a set like that nobody visits. Like it's I don't know, man. That was so fucking funny. God, I loved this.
That's crazy.
I feel like I watched a lot of Key and Peele, but I never saw this fucking clip.
This one feels newer for some reason.
Yeah, it feels like a revamp that they did. But yeah, when I saw this, I was like, that tickles the right part of my brain. Like that's yeah.
Dude, if I'm ever super wealthy one day, I refuse to have a child like this or a descendant like this.
You think so?
You know, it's so crazy.
Me and you will never be able to. Any of the people at this table and the people who are people will never be able to choose. Will Smith's child, that's so far removed. No, we don't understand what it is to have 50 good movies. We'll never achieve that.
Yeah, you're right.
You'll never achieve that. No,
That's true.
I mean, like, do you think you'll be able to? I mean, that's like
Crazy.
yeah. I mean, you are like a 9-figure guy.
Right.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It's too much, man.
Yeah, it's
Like,
can do it.
Will Smith's kid's not this, but I would assume that like
Something along these lines.
Mark Zuckerberg's child might be.
I
You
could
know,
see that.
Bezos, if he ever had any.
Bezos. I'm sure he's got a few out there that can't collect.
Sprinkled.
Yeah, just sprinkled out there. He pays like the bare minimum of child support, $1,200 checks every fucking 2 weeks.
You got.
But he's got like 15 of those.
So if like I'm thinking right now, like if this is my great grandchild, I'd be pissed. But like then I gotta think of myself right now. What would my great grandparents think of me, or what type of person were they?
Mm-hmm.
That's not something that comes to mind very
Yeah.
often.
I gotta be honest. The thing is, if my ancestors looked down upon me, I would look down upon them. So fucking eat it, bitch.
But
I'm alive.
then you don't know. Like it could have been you. You could have had like some dope ass ancestors, but then you
Yeah.
had some shitty ones that kind of fucked it up.
Well,
know?
that's because they shouldn't have fucking
So
had
crazy.
some. They shouldn't have hooked up with that one
Hey
person.
yo.
That was their fault. You know. Those are the thoughts. Those are the thoughts, man.
I don't know. It's crazy.
I think they're lucky to have me as a descendant.
Fair. That's good. That's good.
That's the mentality.
Yeah, for sure. Now that is certified. What was this called? What is this called?
Oh shit, we don't even know.
Certified.
Improvement. Certified
Life improvers.
Yeah,
life improvers.
something like
That's
that.
what we are.
That's
We're
what we
certified
are.
Life improvers.
That's what we're doing right now. We literally look like we're in the sea. We look like we're in the Marianas Trench right now.
We look like we are the Portuguese. Like in the video. We're in that video.
That is true.
Oh, it's moving.
Yeah.
Like,
We're in 480p.
do
right
we
now.
have anybody on the live right now? I feel
Let me
like.
check.
Do we have
Did
anybody?
we get comments?
Yeah, did we ever get comments? That's a great question.
We got from Ashley and
Oh,
Cynthia, but they are not currently watching right now.
Fair.
We got 0.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wow, that's so
Also,
depressing.
Preston. Why is Preston mogging y'all right now? Cynthia asked.
What's that mean?
You don't know what mogging is?
No, what's that mean?
It just means
mog?
like stunting.
Oh, I'm stunting on you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, because you guys are wearing regular.
Doesn't wear.
And then I'm wearing.
Dude, we need to do a bit. Like, you need to start roasting us. Like, just start roasting us and telling us how to improve.
Okay. Well, first, you need to get away from Adidas. 3, I skipped number 2 because you won't even comprehend number 2. 3, stop listening to goddamn coworkers that they got struck on by lightning on a goddamn bridge. 4, that watch shows me you're poor. 5, you need to fucking dress better. And then 6, get a haircut.
Damn.
Or put what are those? What are the
Do-rag?
Do-rag on. Yeah, to
Damn.
get some waves. Because what are you doing? What are you doing not having
Drowning.
waves?
Just drowning, I guess.
Yeah. Can you get waves with it that long?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
tough.
we need to be dapper.
Yeah.
And come back.
Yeah. You guys need to be wearing suits, and then I can wear my cutoff, and then you can make fun of me. How about that?
Next time.
Yeah.
Man, well,
Yeah.
definitely need to dress up
I wanted
nicely.
to, it's so funny. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, God.
My manager has a watch. He has like one of the fattest Apple watches out there, but I still think you look poor when you have an Apple Watch on.
Fair.
I think that you have to do traditional watches to actually look like you are wealthy, because Apple Watches are just like, what are you doing? It's just your phone, dude.
Right.
It's just your phone. You don't need a fucking second phone. You don't need a second phone. And I firmly believe you do not. Literally, the Apple Watch is so goddamn
I have
pointless.
a question though. If you have like Spotify or something on your Apple Watch, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine this. So imagine you want to go on a run.
I feel like I would use AirPods and an Apple Watch together, not my phone though.
Yeah. If you're
Okay.
going like on
That's
a
more
run or
convenient.
something.
No.
That's the only use case I would have though for an Apple Watch.
You don't run.
I know, right?
You don't run. Neither
do
of you
run.
fucking
Yeah, we
run.
don't run
I
for
literally
Stop
have
it.
we wouldn't
projected
have
time.
a
It's
need
dead.
for the Apple Watch.
You don't need but neither of you have a need for it.
Yeah.
I don't have a
I
fucking
don't need
for it.
biometrics sent to me daily.
You don't fucking have a heart rate monitor. You don't need it.
Yeah.
And honestly, you could literally do the Whoop bands, and it'd be fine. And it's just like it looks like a little like
Talking about
Nike
Fitbits?
Fitness. Yeah,
Free.
but they're called Whoop.
They're called Whoop.
Yeah, I think. I believe. I don't know.
I feel like
But
the only
yeah.
time you should really have digital watches if you're doing like a physical activity.
fuck that. Fuck all that.
And you want to like
Fuck all
monitor
that.
yourself.
Fuck all that.
What?
You look poor. You look poor.
So you should be wearing your Richmond watch when you're like at the gym working out and stuff.
What are you wearing a watch at the gym for? Are you
Running.
that big of a fucking
Running,
tool?
swimming, biking, climbing. There's so many
Get the
like
fuck
I could
outta here.
understand using
I can-
an Apple Watch for treadmill, swimming. I don't know if you could use it for swimming. Could you?
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
there's the Swiss watches. They're waterproof. There's a lot of them that are waterproof. They can like go into like like 50 feet.
No, but I'm saying
Yeah.
Apple
Oh.
Watches.
Yeah,
not
they
waterproof.
are.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
They are?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
It's just for the biometrics. I think that's the only good
It's
point.
what my phone is technically water resistant. And so, like, if you're submerged,
it can't be submerged
for a long period of time. It can't have pressure.
Yeah.
Once you have pressure, because pressure even, like, have you ever, like, dived in a pool and you get 10 feet deep and you're like, this has got a fucking headache.
Yeah.
That's
Ears are
enough
popping or something.
Yeah, that seeps in. But, like, water resistant, it has no pressure. And so.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, we've covered it all this episode.
Yeah,
Literally
you
gone
look
through it.
poor. You look
crazy.
poor with an Apple Watch on. It's just shit happens, man. I don't know what to say.
I
So,
agree with you, but when it comes to physical activity,
Marble.
I disagree.
Think about it. You work at a nice restaurant.
Yeah,
Do you
everyone
s-
has nice watches. Yeah,
But they don't have Apple Watches.
No, they don't.
They don't. That's not one person, I bet, has a fucking Apple Watch on.
I mean, I'm sure there's some.
the women do, not the men. Let's make that distinction.
I'm sure there's some, but it's minimal.
Sure. Yeah. I will stay. I'll stand by that belief.
It is a
feel
classy
like
look, the OGs.
Watches are fizzling out in style, though. In terms
I
of,
think
like-
they're coming back. Actually,
Really?
I think they're coming back. That's only because I'm getting older, and so they're coming
Yeah.
back in
It's
my
like
mind.
cigars.
Yeah. It's like it's also the little cutters for the cigars as well. You know, where you could stick a finger in, you could cut off your top of your finger, or you could cut the cigar. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Cut out some calluses.
Talked about Fourth Dimension.
Yeah.
Aliens, Agartha,
Oh
it's true.
shit!
It's true.
I gotta finish that
Black Ops 6.
simulation. Just bullshit.
Oh no. Can I finish with the guy lives in the?
Go
I
ahead.
gotta
go ahead.
gotta do this because the guy lives in a fucking storage unit. I mean, like, this guy's insane.
So if you're going to live in a storage unit, you're going to need to be as invisible as you possibly can be. You basically need to be a ghost.
But why is he
Anybody
recording
finds out
this
you're
video
here,
in there?
That's when you start running into trouble. So, first of all, I needed power for my unit. So what I did is I ran an extension cord along the
so
power
genius.
cable up here, and I sort of zip tied it up. So you can't really tell it's
They
power
only
is going
know
to my unit
based
unless
off of
you
utility
are
price,
looking closely.
right?
So this is my unit here.
Dude, that's
and
so noticeable.
At the top of the
What a
unit, you can
dumbass.
see I have an antenna, and that's so I can get a cell signal inside the unit itself, because once you close the door, it drops all signal.
That's so
I have a
noticeable.
lock, which I've magnetized onto the door, so it looks like it's locked, even when it's not. And then when I actually do want to lock it, I can just use this lock or use another one down here and leave that one there.
What a lifestyle.
What happens when you're locked in?
What do you
With
mean by
no
that?
cell service.
That they're like, oh, that lock's not actually on there. We're just gonna put it right back on it, and you're just like banging on. Hey, I don't have the air.
Right, so let's take a look
Just
at the unit now.
I feel like you could somehow break out one of these things.
Look how fucking.
That's nice.
So in here I've got my TV, entertainment center set up there. I've got my bed. I've got my
Does he
kitchen
have
area
appliances?
It does.
over there, complete with a fridge.
One
and my
outlet
couch
powers
over
it
here.
all. Do you
Once
notice
you're
that?
inside here,
Why would you even
can
have a
close the
TV?
door,
There's got to be a
and I've
safe.
screwed on a latch here, so that way you can close it and sort of lock it from the inside.
Man,
Yeah.
I wonder how illegal this is.
I've also put a mirror up, so you can see what you're doing. Up
What
here,
you're
I've
doing.
got
What-
a
microwave.
toaster oven.
Toaster oven. Okay,
And
okay.
this toaster oven actually works pretty well. I'd say
How
it
does
works just as
everything
well as a
function
conventional
from
oven.
one power strip?
I've got some dishes over here.
He doesn't have a
Got
sink
some
and
more
running
pots
water
and
though.
pans over here, and my fridge
No.
is right here.
A fucking fridge.
Underneath, I've got a filing cabinet, some tools, and some storage for some other stuff I have. Up on this part of the kitchen, I have cutting board,
Kitchen.
so I can make some
Pause it,
lunch or
pause it.
dinner there.
Technically, it's a storage unit, and he is storing stuff in it. And is there any real rules against?
Yes.
Is
Yes.
If you're
Yes.
there 24/7 type shit, like if you walk into that and you saw the whole setup the way it is,
Yeah.
yeah, you would know someone's living in there.
Well, guys, How do they not notice that he comes every day? No fucking storage unit places like, are you coming every day?
I mean, it's their stuff. You know, like if you're thinking like he's storing stuff still.
But you have dinner with your parents and you like, or friends, and you like go out from like, let's say 7, and then you go to 9, and then you come back at like, maybe 9:30, and then you're like, yeah, I'm just kind of like just getting some stuff from my storage unit, and then you never leave. I don't know, man.
It is very iffy.
Yeah.
This guy does not live a
He
traditional
must go
life.
in the wee hours to be able to not be seen by anyone or leave in the wee hours.
Like 2 to 7 a.m.
Yeah, 2 to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
There are some of these storage units that are like you do it yourself type of deal.
They all have
and then
cameras. They all have some fucking retroactive camera systems. Like
if
I've
no
been
one's
in
monitoring it, and you're trying to be. If someone's lazy,
I do want to know where this guy is right now.
I think actually he'll say it. I think he'll say what city he's in.
I see.
Yeah, let's keep going.
I have a hot plate for boiling water.
Joe Biden's here.
Cereal.
Like, American people can afford to
Here
live.
is,
what is he doing then?
Here's the Tupperware. And then over here, I've got a food cupboard.
I think he's paying
all my
100,
food.
150
And
or
this
something.
is the sink I built. And the sink is basically like a 25-liter container filled with water.
That's pretty smart.
And I've attached these tubes here. So you just open it up.
You got the hose clamps on there.
And then the water comes down this tube and out there. So you've got running water.
He really has a makeshift sink.
You can do dishes, get a drink, whatever, and then
the
water filters into this bucket, which goes down into these holes here, which goes into a funnel, which leads into a separate container here.
Wastewater.
And I usually find I have to empty that container and refill that one, usually once a week. Maybe.
That's not bad. Once a week's really great.
That's pretty good.
I thought he was about to say, and I used the recycled one.
I know. I was literally about to say that, dude. Okay, let's get through this real quick though.
So over here above the bed, I've built a bar.
I got my liquor
and
cabinet.
This is just to hold all my liquor and drinks and everything. But I've also got stuff at the back there behind the bed. So what I've done is I've built this little hinge here. This comes out, and then the hinge
This bro
drops
is
down.
going places. He is going places.
Yo, he made that
Hold in
himself?
place
Why hasn't
while you go
GE
and
hired him?
Get whatever you need to from back there.
Oh, as you would need, yeah.
Over here, I've built a clothing rack.
This is
and
some Home Alone
This works just like it
makeshift
would in any closet.
fucking
Put
engineering.
your clothes there, except I've included this little latch here on this string, so you can push the clothing further to the wall, giving you more space. Up here, I've built some
That's
shelving
what we need
for
when we're in a
some
storage unit.
items that I'm storing in here that I don't really use too much. I got my snowboard hanging from the ceiling there. And as you can see, all the stuff I've built in here is all built basically hanging from the ceiling.
I'm claustrophobic.
And the way I did that is I just got 2x4s, really long 2x4s, and put them all the way across the unit. And
That's
then
crazy.
I used L brackets to build shelving down from that. So the lighting system here is these are all like Philips Hue lights. So you can just turn them on and off with either your smartphone app or this wireless
Genius
switch here. And of course, I do have my router there broadcasting
Bro is
my
living
network, which
in
that's all
advance.
connected to. This is
fucking
my new TV
civilization.
I just bought. It's a 4K
I use
TV.
Reddit. That checks
and
out.
I've got it hooked up to my computer so I can game on it or watch movies or do anything like that. So up here,
What a lifestyle.
I've got, this is my left surround speaker.
Why
So
would
the
you
thing
have a
about the
fucking
speakers
speaker?
is
What?
Here properly,
Like,
they should be positioned
you imagine?
over here in the center.
You're just
All
storing
right.
stuff away in a storage unit, and you're like, why do I hear someone on round 37 of Planet of COD Zombies?
Why do I hear the theme song of fucking 3000?
Family Guy.
Yeah, 2001: A Space Odyssey as I'm walking through, dude.
Do I hear Southport?
Literally, like, yo, is that
I can't.
someone talking about Ergotha?
Aragotha is in the storage units and in all of us.
There is a portal to Agartha.
Dude, I literally started sweating for how much claustrophobia this man does not feel. Like, have you ever been in a 300 square foot? Like,
I mean, he's able to somehow function. somehow.
Yeah. Here, do you want me to go to his page? He only lives in this for like a couple months, and then he's fine. He's a normal person, may I say?
That's crazy.
Oh, did you ever want to watch this?
Sure. This is just going off of that. The monkeys from last time.
Okay.
last
Okay.
episode.
We'll watch it right after I pull up this guy because he deserves his own moment. You know. Where is it? Yeah.
007 Craft. This guy is definitely a Minecrafter.
He has 76,000 subscribers.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
Yeah. He's a fucking insane.
He does have
person.
some cool builds.
14 million. 14 million, dude. And he's just like his latest stuff is like 3D printers.
I'm glad he was able to move out of the storage unit.
Yeah. How to pick up a woman by sending them.
Oh wow. Very comedic guy.
What's it?
Like spinach dip, crab dip. Oh my god, he wants to watch it? Oh my god, he's grown.
I tried everything, but it seems like nothing I did was working. They just weren't interested.
This is some
That's when I
old
decided
content.
to try sending them
Look
an
at his phone.
unsolicited dip, as I heard that sometimes works.
This is crazy. Dude, look at this grocery store, so old.
I knew I wanted
Look at
to
that
find out what
remote.
else was there.
It even helped with my game at the bar. Looking for a good time?
Your dreams.
Well, what do you think about this?
Is this yours?
Now I take them all the time. At work, the gym, but mostly on hikes. Women love an active dip. I try to get as many angles as possible. Now women can't stop thinking about it.
I mean, it must mean he really likes me. You don't just send dip pics to anyone, do you?
He sent me a dip pic. I know. He's so dreamy.
I had so many, so I decided to make the perfect Christmas gift.
I brought calendars. Awesome.
Now they can enjoy a new dip pic every month.
Oh my god.
That girl who was just talking doesn't know what she just got handed.
A dip.
This is the best gift ever.
This boyfriend right here is like, I don't want to be a part of this joke anymore.
Yeah.
I no longer have any trouble with the ladies.
Hey, yo.
So if you want her thinking about you, send her a dip pic. She'll love it.
If only life were as simple as that.
Oh, and ladies, if you're looking to spice things up, remember, every man enjoys a good spread.
That's crazy.
The man's on another level.
That
was comedy, though.
I mean, like,
out of someone who just builds random shit, that is like some comedy gold.
That, you know what? He went for it, and he fully went for it, and I commend him for that one. Okay.
He's brave.
Let's do this, and then let's end.
All right.
He came up to me, and I was sitting there going, I had only aped with one person at this point in the small room in the basement.
Aped.
And I was very nervous about aping, and I was like, and then all of a sudden he kept putting his arm out, and I was like,
What is your name? Noah. I am Proximus. I must tell you some things. Say his words. Say his words. I am scared.
God, I
Some weird
fucking
stuff.
hate
That is cringe.
Good Morning America. More and more I see that group, the more and more I hate Good Morning America.
I can't believe they
blame
just got some dude on the freaking.
Now 2 stars.
apes.
Aping.
First.
I can't believe they call it aping.
Our first interaction was as apes.
So how do apes greet each other?
Yeah. Shall we demonstrate?
Yeah. We'd love to see this.
Oh, God.
He came up to me, and I was sitting there going,
He's tall
I
as
had only
fuck.
aped with one about aping, and I was like, and then all of a sudden he kept putting his arm out, and I was like,
What is your name?
What does he look like?
He's so fucking big.
I must tell you some things.
And we went off and we told each other things that really changed the relationship.
What a wonderful day!
But that's you, Proxima Caesar.
Say his words. Say his words. I am scared.
But you can tell. You said it, but you can tell.
Dude, his laugh is terrifying. He said, ha, 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 ha.
He is a. Do you see how he
is the same?
Do you know how big
Michael
Strahan is? Do you know how fucking big Michael Strahan? Dude, this guy's like 6'7".
Yeah, he's huge for an ape.
What is this guy's? What's that guy's name? Do you know?
Michael or no. Kevin Durand with a D.
Kevin. Okay, Kevin Durand, yeah, Canadian actor. How fucking big? 6'6".
Damn, you're like almost right on the money.
God, 6'6". I want to know his weight.
He was pretty huge too. Like he fit his shirts.
240. That fucking checks out, dude.
You're looking at Kevin Durant.
Am I really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Where was that? Kevin Durant, homie. Kevin Durant's not 240.
You're just looking at Kevin Durant. Go back to it.
Kevin.
Oh, it is taller, 11 inches.
240.
And it says T. Phoenix Suns.
No way. There's no way he's 240.
Is he skinny?
240's so fucking heavy. Yes, dude.
I could see it.
I don't know why Google's like that though. We're looking for Durand.
He's so fucking ginormous. Ethnicity.
Yeah, I thought he was Asian. He looked a little Asian.
Yeah, he did. He did look.
He did. I agree.
He looked like a touch of it. Yeah. It's interesting. He's fucking.
He was huge.
Dude, this is where are we going? Where are we going?
He says he's French Canadian. Like, what
I already lost
ethnicity
it.
is
I already lost
French Canadian?
French.
Like, I feel like a lot of
Just
French people don't look French, and a lot of Canadian people don't look Canadian. That's like saying American.
Do you know what
France makes up a lot of Canadian culture?
It does.
Yeah, like almost 70%.
It's like saying British Canadian.
No, it's not.
What does that look like?
That's like
German.
Australian people. It's like Australian people because they're supposed to be British, right?
Yeah, but like if you say he looks Australian, like I'm gonna think he looks like you, but he could look like something else.
Yeah, because technically I am French, and so like that homie does not look like me.
No,
he quite literally does not look like me.
Yeah, he definitely looks kind of Asian. He could be like long descendant of an Asian family, but he just lives in France, or they lived in France or Canada.
The cold makes you bigger, though. The cold. That's
is that true?
Yeah,
I kind of do want to see that movie.
Icelandic people have like a high percentage of strongmen that lift like extremely heavy like deadlifts. They have
like
a lot.
Finnish and Norwegian people.
Yeah, their
The
average
real
height.
Vikings.
The average height's like 6 foot, dude.
Damn.
Like 6 foot, like 1 or 2. Yeah, dude. They're
Would
so
you guys go and see that movie though?
What?
The new Apes movie?
Oh, the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes or whatever. No,
I need to rewatch.
I know.
That's the thing.
I rewatched the
Guys,
first one.
It's either we should either watch that or Challengers.
Oh god, I can't get an opinion on Challengers.
Well, we keep hearing that it's the best movie in all.
Yeah, it's been hyped
It's the best movie ever. Jesus Christ.
I gotta take a phone call.
Okay. Let's just end it there.
All right.
Nice knowing all y'all.
Okay, goodbye.
Thank you for tuning in to episode 60.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
The Oruga Podcast.
Somehow somebody's always looking the other way. Now look at these guys. They look busy, right?